Okay, Pick'em is brought to you by our friends at Cross Country Mortgage. I'm going to be straight with you guys right now. This might be the last Pick'em episode of all time. So if you can do one thing for us, it's hit up our friends at Cross Country Mortgage. They have supported us. They have had Pick'ems back. Cross Country Mortgage is a people-first group of people. They're dedicated to the fundamentals of mortgage lending, which results in a fast, convenient, and less stressful home financing or refinancing experience. Stop throwing money away every single month with rent. Rates are unbelievably low right now. And if you own, you can refinance with Cross Country Mortgage. They can help you with that. They will get you over the goal line when it comes to a mortgage. There's a lot of things that can get in the way. Cross Country Mortgage will work with you and make sure that you have the best plan. Rates are an all-time low. They may never get this low again. Call today for a fast, free rate quote. Our partners will save you a lot of money. Call today and our friends at Cross Country Mortgage will give you a free home valuation that is free to you just for calling. Just like the all-star athlete, Cross Country Mortgage pushes themselves through the entire lending process. If they get blocks, they figure out ways around to get the ball over the line. So don't miss the window as rates are expected to creep up. Reach out to them and see what they can do for you. And when you connect with Cross Country Mortgage, tell them Barstool sent you. So go to crosscountrymortgage.com/Barstool to learn more about your future home buying experience or refinance your current mortgage. Cross Country Mortgage LLC, NMLS 3029. All loans subject to underwriting approval. www.nmlsconsumeraccess.org. Cross Country Mortgage, please support us because, again, this might be the last episode of Pick'em ever. Go to Cross Country Mortgage. Talk to them. They will help you out. Live the life of your dreams. Own a home. That's the way to do it. crosscountrymortgage.com/Barstool. Go check them out today.
It's all about the you. It's all about the you. It's all about the you. You say it. It's all about the you. It's all about the you. It's all about the you. Oh, it's all about the you. It's all about the you. It's all about the you. You say it. It's all about the you. It's all about the you. It's all about the you.
Who's setting up who? Let's just start there. Who's setting up who? Who's whacking who here? Because I feel like I'm walking into...
Why do we need headphones? I haven't worn headphones once.
All right, the Pick'em is live, week 1.
Great week for everyone, week 1.
Great week for everyone, week 1. Should we do a little housekeeping before we get to whatever's going on here? Just some housekeeping notes. Trista Crick has quit Barstool. Some may say it was because people were inhospitable to her. Another notch on the belt, so to speak.
I think I would love to take credit for that one. I don't think I was the guy.
Okay, you would love to take credit for it.
I would, but
Yeah.
I think my shovel,
Okay,
I couldn't
squeeze out.
get to the dirt. There were other shovels already hitting me to get to the dirt. On
Squeeze
that one.
out. Got it.
You would
Okay.
agree to that as well.
No, I think you were a major factor, but there were multiple people.
I don't think I was the major factor. Okay.
I went on the record yesterday. I think it's unfortunate what happened to her. I think she could have fit in. I don't know why everyone hated her so much, but that's a different story, different day.
Did you try and keep her around?
No, she came in and I knew for a couple of weeks. I agree.
So you're responsible.
Well, I mean, so this is how it's going to go.
I'm just curious.
No, Hank has been on one. He just accused me of faking of basically submarining the company by canceling ads just for this episode to prove that it's not a financially solvent podcast. We have one ad this week.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, you saw it.
After having 2 last week,
But Hank
then you
said-
they
claimed,
said it's
all
because we didn't know we were
seriousness,
recording the show this week.
Hank claimed that I was trying to submarine it. So he's
I
lost
asked a
his
question.
mind.
I just asked a question.
He's lost his mind.
I asked a simple question.
Rico is leaking stuff to the press now. We saw that story get written, Dave. Is Rico
Yeah.
Bosco out at Barstool Sports? How'd they get that?
They probably listen. That's a half-ass publication anyway.
Listen to you?
No, they probably listen to the show.
Huh. Okay, so where do we stand? What do we do?
Well,
What are we doing here?
Yeah, so you tell me. So where are we at? A week ago, I was told. Well, we laid out where I was at.
Mm-hmm.
We had a deadline. The deadline's not necessarily deadline's passed. So you said you'll take care of it. It's gone. I'm out of contract. I'm no better than the 207 hitter or the Cowboy because they've like. So I guess I've not been renewed. So where do we stand.
Okay, so this is the part, and Dave's doing a text message. real
Well,
quick.
no, I'm looking. I want to play something, but I can't find it.
Here is something that happens pretty much constantly in this relationship.
All right, I did hear. I was looking for something related to this show.
Dave has said about 100 times.
100 times minimum.
That you're auto-renewed.
You're renewed. I could go read a text to Erica, extend Rico. There'll be no break. Extend Rico's contract.
He said that to you.
I've said it 100 times.
All right.
You played the song and dance, and then when I heard a rumor that you might have quit, you freak out that I said you might have quit. I thought you quit.
No, I
I didn't
didn't.
say might have.
I
mean, it seemed like he was quitting.
What about what I saw from Gaz when he's like,
The
I
king
know,
of stirring the
I know
pot?
my worth.
No, Gaz,
I'm
good
not
guy.
gonna like this and that and the other thing. And the facts of the matter is, we talked, and it's on air. We talked. I had an open mind. I'm like, okay, you want a big ass raise, fine. And I think I went through, but you belong to me. Like, and you're like, yeah, fine, okay, we're on air. Maybe you're doing something different. The facts are, you can't belong to me for reasons of your life, which I'm fine with. But then you don't come in the next day on when I do 3 days a week. I do 3 days a week. You did 2.
Oh, you had the classic.
I know you're not counting that, right? Obviously.
Oh, no, I think that counted as
Did-
one of the days.
2.5.
What?
2.5.
You play golf with like your family.
It's a big event for the company.
Come on. So I mean,
Did Riggs ever, I asked you, Hank, did you ever find that? Because I said that I would apologize to Rico if you can prove that Riggs specifically said the classic can't go on without Rico.
You want to tell him, Rico, what you did? Gave him a good laugh.
Oh, okay.
All right, so it's an auto renew. Is that what you're saying?
Thursday, what is the date here? Thursday, 308. This is Dave Portnoy, Erica Nardini. Can we extend Rico's contract till end of next year? Her answer, absolutely.
All right.
That almost sounded like she wanted to give some extra sauce.
So,
it's off the
But you do get, we're being serious here, and this people think we're doing, I'm not trying to rile up. You can't commit more time to us. And I did the research fair and square. I literally went to our salespeople, Bench Mob. I said, how much, because that's how I said it. I said, how much is Bench Mob done in sales? I think they said 87,000. I go, okay, that's not bad. I go, is that like people calling up being like, we need Bench Mob? She's like, no, we're just rotating. I go, so if Bench Mob went away, would we lose 87? She go, no, we just put the ads in somewhere else.
okay.
So if that
The
changes,
event down the road is a moneymaker, in my opinion. Is a new revenue stream. That's fine, whatever it is.
I love it.
All right. You're saying I can't commit. Last year, what you said, I told you what it was. It's going to be 2. The third is a bonus day. And then the Monday night streams. There's different things.
What's bonus day? That's not what you said. You literally said
I
you
have it
said
in writing.
3.
I sent it a million times. All right. That's
Bonus day. When we got in that thing before, you said I do 3 days.
Pillars of the
When the
week.
do came
right
in,
because I
I didn't hear bonus days.
It's in writing.
in writing I had 2 and I was always doing 3 in the
Writing
fall
to who?
to you.
Like you sent me an email.
Yeah.
Forward it to me.
You also, Dave did say last night, Rico, I already said it, which I've been witness to,
This
that
is a
you're
good text that
auto-renewed.
You've conveniently left me out of again.
No, that was actually Rico did. Rico,
Got
it's
it.
I already said it auto-renewed. Davis said it auto-renewed like 17 times, and you keep walking around being like, I don't have a contract.
Can I play?
So why would I think that you quit? Because you keep saying you don't have a contract, even though I know you do.
Okay.
Can I play this clip for Hank, who's like, oh, I don't know if I'm
Hank's
getting
lost
like
his mind.
submarine
He's
with
lost
you.
his mind.
Just asking
He
questions.
has lost his mind.
And they're like, yeah, Rhea.
I heard
they're in
this.
the back. Rhea's with her boyfriend. I'm like, what? And they're like, yeah, Rhea's with her boyfriend. It's like, Rhea has a boyfriend? And they're like, yeah, he's got a mustache. I fucking text Dan, who didn't come. I'm like, Rhea has a new boyfriend? They're here? He's like, what? I was making myself, like, big. I'm like, all right, this is, like, I love Rhea, but it's a little quick to be fucking having a boyfriend after this Hank. It was a miscommunication. It was fucking Bree with her boyfriend. I saw Bree's boyfriend first. He's got the mustache. I'm like, this motherfucker. It's a good-looking guy, Bree's boyfriend. And then it's like, no, this is... And I settled back down.
You were ready to see what
I was ready to go to war for Hank. Like, Rhea, I don't care
You
if
hear
you have
that
a
quote?
boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
What-
better not be public yet. A fucking cup of coffee.
I saw the video, Dave.
Where's my text?
I
Here's my text.
appreciate
I'm
it.
gonna text
Now,
it, Dave.
I don't want to throw
I-
anything around, but other guys in this room have been seen quickly post-breakup partying
Or don't bring her to
with
like she can't be
her. Other members of the Riders
Interesting.
are like, not on my watch.
And I love Rhea, but
Just right away. Yeah, you. He's talking about you.
I'm talking
I know it's
about
taking
you.
you a second to figure
Right.
it out.
Okay. I've always been taught. You're saying what? When we went down the shore? Okay, fine.
Dave
You
was
want-
saying that, not me.
I'm
I-
just saying.
I appreciated Dave when I saw that clip. I appreciated it. It meant the world to me.
Here's my
I
quote.
appreciated
Here-
you riding and
hey,
having my back.
Here's
That's
Hank,
what we do.
Hank,
That's
here's
what
I said.
riders do.
That's
They
what I
ride.
do.
Sure,
Hank,
Rhea-
Riders
here's my
ride.
text.
Rhea
When
has
in
my
doubt,
text.
riders
the way
ride.
I've always been
1204.
taught in my life is you don't
1204.
shame somebody.
Nobody's
Hey,
shaming
hey,
anybody.
Rico.
They broke up.
Nobody's shaming
So
anybody.
So what am I supposed
love
to do now?
Rhea.
Be mean
Yeah.
to her or
I
say,
love
hey,
Rhea.
she's
Absolutely
bad,
not.
she's
It's
awful,
Rico
and then
being
you
a
get back
rider.
together and it's, hey, you're a
We
bad.
all love
Now
Rhea.
what?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But we ride here.
We ride. Ride so we can't ride anymore. Here's my text, 12:04 a.m., which, by the way, I don't know if you know, I'm a father of two. So 12:04, that's pretty late for me. After David figured it out, I said, oh, thank God, I was about to come to the club and chest him up. I was ready.
said that.
I put my fucking shoes
You said
on,
that.
and I
And
was
this
ready to
kid-
go. I don't go to clubs.
Right.
And Bree's boyfriend, quite a bit bigger than I am.
Yeah,
too.
I was gonna
like
chest
it
that
was
fucker
like
up.
I had no. This would have been ugly, but I was there because I ride.
You would have pointed
Okay.
him to death.
Yeah,
If you had to.
Yeah, I was looking who I could kind of get behind and like tweet about him.
I was in an Uber,
I
ready
just
to
text
go.
you. I just text you that.
But that's just what riders do. Riders do that, okay?
Yeah.
Rico would do the same thing.
Really? Interesting. Miko?
When is this from?
March. I'm sorry, last September. You had it like that's the thing you keep saying you can't do this. I gave you
Okay, can I say one thing
realistic
real quick
things.
before you read it, Dave?
Some of those stuff got
The
canceled via
biggest
COVID.
Mistake
We're
I
in a
ever
non-COVID
made,
year. Let's
the
roll.
biggest mistake I ever made in my entire life. You can literally my entire life. The number one mistake I ever made was telling Rico Bosco in August that we would be doing Monday Night Football
100%.
streams. Because
The
he has
streams.
held that over my head, being like, you canceled the Monday Night Football streams. Rico still doesn't understand how this company works.
Fluid.
He asked me last week,
All right.
are we going to be doing a stream for week 1 of college football? I said,
Fluid.
Rico, Wisconsin's playing Penn State. I'll probably be there. Do you know how this company works? Dave texts me. He's like, hey, we're going to do this. Okay, I'm there. The only person in the whole world who needs like a month, heads up and who needs everything to be communicated all the time is Rico Bosco.
And I understand why,
Right.
but that you can't ask for more when you can't give more.
there hasn't been an opportunity to do like all this stuff that was supposed to be going on got canceled.
You haven't even done the 3 a week.
I did. I don't know where who got in your head, whether it's a guy on your team or it's
You just
who
did
jumped
2.
ship.
But
Who?
Whip that.
I think there was a guy who was in my camp and now maybe planted a seed of what is it?
who do we know who?
Yeah,
I don't know.
there was a show that was canceled this week. Let's just
Mush? Brandon Walker?
Let's just put it that way.
Wait.
So who's feeding
Brandon's-
the seed? 'Cause
Oh.
you didn't. So for September
Brandon Skell?
September through July, it was never an issue. And then July, you're like, hey, you haven't done
Wait, Brandon's
this. So
Skell?
it's been 3 weeks going on.
It started when I forget the reason we had
Okay.
the convo, but I'm like, you have to come in Monday, and you just didn't. And I told Brandon Walker when Rico doesn't come in, because on that, you say 3 times a week. Doesn't matter.
Right.
So that is what you told me.
Well, you just looked. It's
Yeah,
2
but then
and
you, changed, you told me 3 because you didn't do any of the other stuff.
yeah, because for 8 months I was doing 3 as good faith. You didn't have the basketball podcast. I did that, and I know you're gonna say you don't want to do that. All right, it is what it is.
Wait,
I don't say I
but
don't
that's
wanna do
something
it.
you wanted to do.
Right, absolutely.
You very much wanted to do.
Right. It
And
also
you do
doesn't.
a great job.
It doesn't interfere.
I
the
love
side dishes do not
democracy.
interfere.
Well, what was your record this week?
4-0.
You have any picks this week?
We'll see.
But Dan, is college basketball going on?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Do a
he
little
was
more
28
research.
units. 28 units last
I
year
know.
when college
That's what I'm
basketball
driving
started.
at.
He ended
It's
minus
because
2.
he didn't care about this show anymore.
No.
Well,
Not
my
true.
point is, you have the auto contract, so we're going in circles. I've said it 100 times. You want a raise, you can't do more. I've never heard of somebody wanting a raise when they can't give me more.
Okay. So
Can you do more?
Let's do like a 1-month trial.
Can you do
contract.
Monday Night Football streams?
So I'm not quitting. but I'm holding out. So we know where we're at. And above all, you're a businessman, and I know how it's gonna go. You're gonna bring the hammer next week, and you're gonna put him on. Where it's gonna go. I'll be here all day.
You're here.
I'll be here all day.
the holdout
I'll be here all day. I will be here all day.
So today's your last day.
No, yesterday was. I'm out of contract.
But
I'm
you're here
scared right
now.
now. If
I'm
I
talking
die,
to you. You're
I'm
in the
not
room.
covered by you guys.
You're in
You
the
just
room.
Kick the body. Yeah, fine.
You're holding out.
I'm holding out. Next week you'll bring it in, but I know above all you're a businessman,
I'm
and next
so
week's
confused.
show will do numbers. And he's so
I'm-
delusional he won't realize why it will do numbers because of the change. Then it will go down, and
But-
you know it's an inferior product.
So I'm
so that's where we're
confused.
at.
But how are you holding out? Are you walking out right now?
Yeah, I'm holding on hold out.
Wait, you're holding
But you're
out?
holding out in the seat.
Why are you holding
because
out?
you wouldn't. You had a week to do this. Also, no one has to do this on camera. No one has to be embarrassed like that. You said as a man to the government guy.
But
hey,
we did it
we'll-
off
Who's the
camera
government
too.
guy? You're just making all these faces. We're on
This
camera.
guy.
This guy.
Time out.
T? Wait, who,
You did it to the government guy. Hey, I'll
Big
take care of it.
Tennessee?
No,
who is the government guy?
What are you talking about?
Billy.
there's two sides of me.
Billy football?
No.
Two sides of me.
Who is the government guy? Oh, I got it.
The government guy.
I
Who's
finally
the government
figured it out. I'll text you. I figured it out.
I said, hey, you
I'm
got to take
wildly
care of it.
confused. You're holding out, but you're on the show.
Right. You got to
So
take
what is
care.
that? Makes no sense to me.
You're not letting me speak. You
45
got to take
junior?
care of it by September 1st. All
Today's
right.
September 1st.
Right. So I'm also due. I'm due to have something come in. There's been no input. There's also been. I'm not working without it. There's no document. There's no.
auto renewed. You've been told that a million times.
All right.
What do you mean
So
you're
all right.
holding out?
I'm gonna hold out.
For,
You can bring
For
the
what?
hammer when you want to
what?
bring it. What?
what are you
more?
holding out for?
I'm holding out
More
because you don't
sauce.
renegotiate. You don't. I won't work with an agent. I'm not
He
going to
did
go anywhere else.
renegotiate. Dude, all right.
All
So
right.
here's one thing. You do keep saying like, oh, well, you didn't want to do it in public. You've done it in private too. He said you auto renewed.
Okay, fine. I'm going to hold out.
Thinks he's worth more.
I think I'm worth more.
So,
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
How
fine.
much more?
I think I'm
write
worth
it down.
more.
Write down how much
No, I'm
more.
not writing more.
No, I
Well,
need to
you
know the
already
number.
wrote it. So are you out?
Come on,
Getting
Rico.
fucked. You're just going to watch Mike McQuarrie?
What?
What?
I said it. I
Is
said
it a walkout?
I said it.
Is it a walkout
Are you
or a
walking
holdout?
out?
Is this a walkout or a holdout?
walkout.
Is it a walkout or a
No,
holdout?
wait, Rico, hold on.
Is it a
Hold on. You
walkout
have
or
to-
a
you
holdout?
Can you at least listen to us?
Wait, is it a walk? Is a walkout or a holdout? Is it a
Rico.
walkout or a holdout?
I'm holding out.
But you're walking
Do
out.
I have to hold out if I?
What does that
No,
mean
sit
all
down
day?
on the can.
redo the show?
Will you shut up for a second and sit down? Sit down for 1 second.
want me to do?
Sit down. Okay, hold on. Let me just
I
understand.
believe,
I believe I'm worth
you can't
more.
keep sitting down though.
You just told me to sit down. What do you want to do? I've yet to see, like, where are we at?
Okay, can you tell me? Can you write down what? I'm not going to show Dave this number. I want to
I
know.
already saw his
Because
number.
I'll fucking fund it. You want me to fund it? I'll fund it.
No, I'm not going to make you
Yeah.
do that. That's out of principle.
No.
I'm hurting another guy on the show, and then you'll hold it over my head. I think I'm worth what I'm worth.
What are you worth?
The number you wrote down last time?
I believe so. Yeah.
Also, I think you have that number. I don't
also
think
think
he
that there's-
understands because there's no sauce in this, right? So he's getting just ziti. But the ziti is what the sauce in the ziti was.
Yeah, fine. And I don't. And I get it. People forget I'm a real businessman. I understand it. I've worked in
Real as
jobs.
fuck.
Smart businessman.
You
know
told
Pat Anthony
when it was
He does
pitched.
conferences.
No, that's Slim Cooper.
Slim Cooper, sorry.
When it was pitched, you told me a schedule of the bottling of the sauce,
Right?
at certain periods of time.
Right.
Okay. It is what it is. I haven't seen another bottling service, but I get it because we've sent bottles to some new people who come on, or at least I hope, and that helps everybody's bottle. The bottle I already have grows. So I get it. So as much as people say, oh, you're crazy, this and that, like, I'm not in there every day like, need this. But you said you have no problem with people asking for more money.
I don't.
I think I provide what it is. I would assume that I'm still lower than starting salary people who aren't invested in the company side of it with gambling and this and that, just to blog. So like,
Wait. You're comparing like full-time employees to you?
yeah,
Well, that's where we have a major issue.
okay. I know where I'm part time. I told you I'd be part time, but I think my part time is as good as some full time.
This tweet just went by on my timeline.
I don't disagree with that, Rico.
That's where it's at. I think my part time
I don't
is as good as
disagree
full
with that.
time, and you do too.
I think
you do content with 8 guys. I'm one of them.
Now, don't like do
And
the
a
thing
girl,
where we
and some
bash other
girls.
people
Yeah.
though.
What?
Because that won't get you more money
It's
to
not
bash other
bashing.
people.
It's not bashing other
But
people.
I agree. Your
it's
part
believing
time
in
is very
yourself.
good. Yes.
You did it
what's
forever.
The number? Can I help you, please? Text it to me. I need to know so I can.
He
try
already
to,
told
like,
us.
No, but is it a new? No, because the auto renew
I
happened.
told you last week.
But
Right.
I'm
Your guys'
confused.
decision
I'm
was
confused.
to
What did
say
you write
no
down?
and auto renew.
What is the
Now
auto
there's
renew?
two issues on the
Hank.
table.
When
One-
he gave me that number, I was
Dave,
very
Rico,
open to hearing
what's the
about it. I
auto-renew?
said, you
And what
belong
is
to me.
what
He's
you
like,
want?
I
Tell
know.
me the
And then he
difference.
skipped the next day, and I found out that he still has major oblos that prevent him from letting me own him.
Do you not think that just on the face value, do you
The
think
cap
that
went up.
asking for a raise and then not coming in on a pillar day of the week on Friday,
While
do
being
you
at
think
a
that
Barstool
was a
event,
bad? No, the Barstool event was Thursday. That was playing golf. I'd love to go to a classic. I don't have time.
Same.
Do you think that was maybe not the best look?
It wasn't the best, but it was also week 0. It was the end of the summer.
What does that
football's
mean? How
rolling
can I
in.
give a guy a money who answers? Like, even Hank's laughing at you.
Football's rolling in.
No, week 0. There's only fucking 14 weeks this season.
I can't be held hostage by terrorists.
16? Okay.
I just can't.
There's 6. I mean,
I love Rico. I
Tell
wish I
me,
could give
tell me.
unlimited sauce and ziti.
Tell me,
I can't
Rico,
set- I
what the
can't.
difference
All right,
is.
fine. So that's where
No. Tell me what the difference is.
What do you mean?
Tell me what the difference is that I need to make up.
Well,
Text it to me. What's the auto renew and what does it need to be
so
to end the holdout? And can we meet in the middle? Could maybe sell some. cabinet ads.
What are your individual like bets that you put up on the app that people can follow you for?
too many runs on a Tuesday. Been told it's doing really well.
Wait. See, this is what I think is confusing. Can you, Dave? What is he auto renewed at? Text me that.
Oh, I just look at who the government guy is.
Yeah.
Took me a while to figure that
Can
one
you
out.
text me what his auto renew is at? I think that we are actually all on the same page. What is his auto renew at? Because
does the government guy have a Purple Heart?
No,
maybe.
I'm so.
Rico, I think that we're having the same conversation. Maybe I'm way off.
No, I know what you think. That's not what it is.
That is
I
not
don't
what
think-
it is?
I don't think so.
So because the sauce, there's no new sauce this year, right? The ziti, last year you had sauce and ziti.
Correct. This year,
This year, are you just eliminating the sauce, or is the ziti now more ziti because there's no sauce?
it's just the same ziti. He's got
same
no,
ziti,
correct.
no.
That's what it is.
Okay, so that's where
That's
we
where-
have a
yeah.
problem. Is there any more sauce, possibly?
There's
well,
always
that's the thing.
possibility.
Okay,
Well,
you're saying that.
see? But
Hey, what do you mean? Well, I'm
that's
saying
he's
I've
there
said
might
that.
be more
Yeah.
sauce.
So
No, but not.
we
It's not going
missed-
to end your holdout.
If there were more sauce, would it end your holdout?
no, the ZD
Why?
is the issue. Also, there's a
Well,
twofold issue
see,
right
that-
now.
You moron! You
bit-
realize the sauce can get bigger.
I do.
So what are you talking about? The ziti is finite. The sauce is endless.
Right.
So get
Well,
more sauce.
let
if you
me
can.
let me throw a potential answer why someone would answer that way. Because the other is guaranteed. The
sauce could be
sauce
taken
goes
away.
up, but it also is performance. Like you
have to actually work for it.
You have now
And he
a
doesn't
vested
do-
interest.
He doesn't work for it.
I always have a vested interest.
Yeah. Well, you're holding out on the second longest running podcast in Barstool history.
Right.
And
So-
I don't even know how to deal with a holdout.
Well, you
When
do.
the
Yeah, you
man's
do.
in the room.
You'll hopefully maybe we can go up to a nice rooftop and have a talk. You've dealt with holdouts before.
Oh yeah, but they
I'm just
had-
saying. Don't say
Correct.
you never held out with a held out.
No, dealt with a holdout.
Don't say you never held out with a held out.
Correct.
I know a holdout.
What?
You never held out with a holdout. Or dealt with a
You're
holdout.
holding out on this holdout?
I've never
I'm
held out
personally
of a
holding out on
holdout.
this holdout.
Wait, what was that? Did that make sense? Did he make sense there? Did a held? What?
You never dealt
no,
with a
I know what he's
holdout.
talking about, but what?
You never
the
dealt
hell
with a
of
holdout.
held out?
Here's I'm going to do
No,
something
that made
right
no
now.
sense, Katie. I understand who you're talking about. I didn't understand held of a
I'm not
held
comparing
out.
myself to
I'm-
that, but
No,
you,
I'm
you've
just
dealt
talking
with
about the
holdouts.
semantics of that sentence.
I am holding out on your holdout. I
Okay.
categorically disavow your holdout. I'm saying you can't do it.
It's not up to you.
Not
well,
up to you.
it
I
is,
just
because
think
I'm a
that-
rider and you're going to break my fucking heart. You want to do that?
No, I don't
You want me
wanna
to go
do
lay
that.
down in the BQE?
It hurts.
You want me to hang myself from
It
the fuck?
hurts.
No, I could do it. I could do the opposite way, Rico. I'm going to kill
right.
myself.
Okay.
I'm going to kill myself.
All right.
You want to do the opposite?
Then that's where we're
I'm going to
at.
kill myself if Rico holds
All right,
out.
that's where
Hideki
we're at.
Matsui.
I'm going to kill myself. So are you going to hold out?
Yeah, I haven't.
See how this works
I
the
haven't
other way
seen
around?
anything.
All right, so
What do you mean?
thank you, everyone. It's been nice knowing you.
I'm telling you, it's an auto renew. You're what you're getting paid every I don't know when paychecks come out, every 2 weeks.
Well, it's supposed to come today.
So it should come today. If it's not, I'll do it.
I hit yesterday.
Right.
But that is
You
that
don't get yours?
No.
that should be turned on. That's an error on our end. If it's not, I've told you
Okay.
that.
It's
There you
the
go.
same amount.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna hold out.
Okay, hold
What
on.
about the fact that I'm going to kill myself?
That's the price of doing business, unfortunately. We're gonna lose the two of us.
Wait, you got to do the rest of the show in good faith. Come on.
Good faith.
Yeah.
I'm a guy on the street.
No.
What? No, you're not.
You're
I
not.
keep
You're
telling
getting
you,
paid.
you're not.
You're getting paid.
But
You're getting paid.
but
right
you
now.
put the whole
But I'm not getting paid. What I'm looking at.
Oh,
correct.
look, sit
right,
down.
Right.
Sit down.
So just so we know, Rico, hear this: if you don't get it, like to not give us notice, that puts us in a
No.
Oh, looks like the sauce might be taken away.
You got
the original sauce because he's quitting without notice.
You got
Interesting.
He's not quitting.
a
he's holding out.
notification last week when you said I'll take care of it.
Yeah, you
So
got
now-
out of
I've
it.
told you,
And you got a million
I
things
read
going
you the
on.
text.
Okay.
Okay, what? I read you the text, Eric.
He doesn't want a renewal.
You didn't really. Yeah, I don't want a renewal. Or you didn't really like the way you laid it out. You laid it out last night at like the 12th hour.
No, I
he
didn't. I've told you
He
100
said it
times.
to your face. I was standing right next to you when he said it. He said he's going to look into the numbers. He looked into the numbers. He told you the numbers. He said that how you can always get more sauce somewhere down the line. He's telling you that.
Right.
He looked at the numbers. There is no more ZD for what you currently are giving the company.
What-
If you want to give the
okay.
company more, then here's more ZD. He said that.
I've
He can't
given
be
you
more
both. I've
clear.
been so.
What more are you looking for?
I feel like we're going. Like, this is insane. If you actually start working more and actually fulfill your obligations, Dave is willing to put more ZD on
I
your
haven't.
plate.
It's
But
wherever
you
the
you
issue
want
has
you
come
want
from has
full
been for a
time.
month.
You want a full time salary for a part time job.
I still don't think that's full time.
It is.
That's full time.
Yes.
For us, yeah.
What are you shaking your head at, Hank? What was how much? What was your first salary when you started here?
Well, I was getting paid $0.
Mine was less than
thank
that.
you. Yeah.
Mine was less than that.
25K.
My first time full-time salary at Barstool Sports was less than that.
Right.
Now,
That's
inflation,
because,
whatever.
It wasn't where it's at.
But you.
Now
My full-time salary.
we are where we are.
I just-
There's a gold rush in the industry. I don't want to work anywhere else, but I do know what people are getting paid.
Are you
What
going
does
to
that
go work
mean?
for JJ After Dark?
No.
What does that mean? You know what people are getting paid?
You read the newspapers. How much
What?
are different gambling companies selling for? They're giving people new shows. They're acquiring this. They're acquiring that.
Like, so who's the guy? Who's the ESPN guy who got the big deal from FanDuel?
Lebitard.
Lebitard. So, like, you're putting
No, I'm
yourself in
not.
Lebitard's category?
No, but Lebitard's bringing people on.
But are you going to go full-time for this new hypothetical job?
No.
So then
So you're going to call up
you
one of
want
these gambling companies like, I want to work
a
2
big
days
ass
a week.
salary, but I can only be very part time, no flexibility.
No, there's definitely flexibility.
Not
I
really.
mean, yeah, there
You
has
need so much advance notice.
been. I don't need that much advance notice.
All right, let's do this 3 times a week. What are you doing? What are the current oblos that Rico owes Barstool at his current ZD?
It was, I was looking at what he sent, and then he said something different. He said, pick them 2 times a week, bonus. He said, every Monday night, stream in every,
Which
and
you
he
guys
tried to
canceled.
go Thursday. The problem is we stream all over the place, and
Right.
if it moves at all, he doesn't come.
All right,
That's not
that
true.
is That is true.
What did I do in Detroit?
That is true.
drop of
Because-
a hat.
Why?
Drop of a
Why?
hat's notice.
Why?
Also,
why? Because I said Nadudu was going.
Someone did point out to
That's
me,
actually
No,
worse.
I
You
did
said
it.
no. I said Nadudu's coming. You said yes.
Dave, someone pointed out to me something. Super Bowl. Rico got a lot of sauce.
Yes, he did.
I was asked to be at that.
He
I
won
earned
that sauce.
I won that
Oh,
sauce.
okay.
I
so
earned that.
you don't think you're getting involved in a gambling tournament where you can win $50,000 and not risk any of your own money. You don't think that has anything to do with it?
No, it does.
Okay, so what are we doing? Like you're gonna get more sauce down the line. Dave is telling you that.
Right.
So it's
Based on
crazy to
him.
hold out. So what are you saying right now? You have 3 times
Whose
a
side are
week.
you on?
I'm trying to fucking get everyone back together 3 times a week. You're not Hank. You haven't done anything to help this situation. You've been fucking polluted.
What, you think he deserves more?
How much more, Hank?
Dave, how many people are you mad with who like know your schedule and don't show up? It's fucking
What?
Everyone else
out there
shows
is
up.
barren. It's barren during the week.
What?
Hot of the summer, cold of the winter, rain, snow.
Again.
I was coming in 3 days a
Wait,
week.
what?
Before it became an issue in July, every time I was coming in 3 days a week. You got people you're paying who are like, who
Let's
moved
say
away,
that's
done this.
Let's say that's
right.
true. You're coming in 3
I'm
times a week
invested.
to do an hour pod, the pick 'em. Let's say that.
Right.
You just think because a year has passed, you get double for doing the same
No,
thing?
no. I thought I
What?
had a good year.
How?
He said he looked at the numbers.
All right. So there's no more ZD.
Rico, if
All
you
right,
do more,
There's more.
ZD.
I have a cupboard, but I just don't hand
But
it
you
out.
don't negotiate. You
Yes.
said don't let anybody come to me unless. So we auto renew. The next time I could talk to you is September 22.
No.
Yeah, that's how you've operated. You've said that a million times.
Who says I don't? I've.
You've
I
made that
never
equation
get
with like a
mad.
rookie
I
deal.
never get upset with people asking for more money. You
All right.
asked.
I'm asking.
I looked. You
Okay.
didn't earn it in my mind.
Okay.
Are you going to come in more? Like, do you want to? Is there anything you can do to meet halfway? I'm trying to fucking figure out a way to get this back together.
You haven't given one thing that you're doing more than last year.
Bench mob.
Hank, can you explain what I said when I talked to the salespeople at Bench Mob? Can you explain what their answer was?
Yes, but I do believe that that also probably applies to like 85% of podcasts here.
But those people don't get raises.
Correct.
That Dave's point
But they're
is that
full-time
Bench
employees.
Mob is Bench Mob's building something. I think Bench Mob's good. I think Bench Mob will build something. At this current state, Bench Mob hasn't built into a money-making enterprise. When Bench Mob does, there will be so much fucking ZD and sauce that you'll be puking in the streets.
Okay.
How, like, what part of what I just said do you not understand?
No, I get it.
So
What
so-
about for the sheer, like the people you pay for content? Like I said, I think
what
my
happened
part.
to- wait, hold on. I have a real question.
Yeah.
What happened to stay in your lane, Rico? Because all you think about is other people. You care about
it's
never
the dog.
worry about
You're the
another
Nate dog.
man's wallet.
You're not Nate.
You ever heard that saying?
Well, what about-
Don't
what
worry
about-
about someone else's money. You're worrying about everyone else's money here. Worry about yourself. Like I actually
yeah,
do.
yeah.
Like I'm a.
Rico's
this
been
is
the
all
star
real,
of like
but
20
this
stool
part-
scenes in the
but
past
this
year.
part-
That's something.
This part actually bothers me when you start talking about other people and like this person isn't in and this person's getting paid this. That is the worst way to live your life.
I'm not doing that. I'm
just-
I'm
Yeah, you are.
generalizing.
You literally just did it.
Okay,
you have
I'm
to
not
do that when you're
pinpointing one
negotiating
person.
a contract. You
Yeah.
gotta measure yourself
You
against. the
compare
people you
yourself
work
against
with.
other second basemen.
Yeah.
Content people versus content people. All right, I didn't
But none
name
of
one
them-
person
all
by
of them
person.
are full time.
I'm just saying.
None of that's. It always goes back to it. Rico.
Okay, and I think
What, Dave,
my
what-
part time as a DH is just as good as somebody in the field and hitting.
but that is literally like we sign contracts with people, and it's tough because I'm sure everyone out there doesn't like you just dragging. It's a very selfish attitude and not a good locker room guy, which we've known. You're Rico Bosco, that's fine. But we sign contracts. Look at a baseball team, or any team. You sign contracts. There's different. Man, hey, that guy, you got a better deal. But the guys who, or girls who at times you're like, they may be getting too much. They don't end up sticking around. They sign a deal. You see how it goes. They're a full-time employee. That's how much it is. And at the end of the contract, it's either maybe they go somewhere else. They're not here, whatever. But like they're under pressure and being looked at. We sign a contract. I don't know what they'll do during the contract. Some wildly outperform. Some go below. You're at. Like you haven't told me why. Like you had a good year. How?
You never had me on camera before. I mean, what do you mean? Like
We paid you for that.
All
That's
right,
the
yeah.
first time we got paid like that.
okay.
What would be if Rico decided to go full time tomorrow? What
But
would
you
the number
can't.
be? But what would the number be? Because I want to. I'm trying to prove a point.
Let's
I'm
go
trying
with
to
that.
prove a point
Yeah,
to
that
Rico.
maybe
to try to bring
I'm
this all back
swimming
together.
too high over my head.
I don't want any of these fucking. I don't want anyone saying that I'm being Pledge Master Dan because I'm trying.
No, you're
I'm
not.
the only one.
You're
Hank
not.
is sitting there with
Maybe
his dick
I'm
in his hand.
maybe I'm
I'm trying to
swimming
get
over
this
my head.
place together.
Maybe I'm swimming over my head.
I'm trying to bring this place back together.
Maybe I'm
this is
swimming
the
over my
number,
head.
Rico,
Okay.
and this should make you feel better.
All right.
If you went full time tomorrow, this is the number.
Okay.
Okay. So now what I'm trying to do. This is it.
Because that would also be like a test number. It means
Right.
first time, full time.
Right, and this is what I'm trying to do so you understand the experiment I'm doing.
Okay.
You don't feel like you're loved. We've known this from a very long time. Rico Bosco, the one thing he needs to be pet.
I just
He
want
needs to be
somebody to
told
tell me
that
I
he's
did
great.
good.
Yeah, he needs to be told he's great.
You got to
needs
show
be
you that-
wined and dined constantly.
Nothing.
All that.
What did you
stuff.
just say?
Nothing.
No, you said something. I'm gonna hear it.
I just want it to be like I'm good.
Yeah,
But
showed
what,
your
what
dad-
did you mumble?
You showed your
What
dad.
did you mumble? What did he mumble?
You showed
Did
your
anyone
dad.
hear what he mumbled?
I didn't mumble anything. You showed your dad.
I didn't
This is the
hear.
full thought.
We have this on tape.
Okay.
Hank, producer, do not cut that. I know them, but someone timestamp where
Hank
that
can't
mumble
be trusted
was.
anymore. He's been.
So, does someone have that
compromised by Rico.
timestamp? I want to know what that mumble was.
We're 33 minutes in.
Okay.
What was that mumble? I'm
The
going to hear
mumble
it.
was half of Montauk, which is what I'm about to say. You showed your dad your Montauk house. You said he almost cried at how proud you were. I just want people to tell me I'm doing good.
Yes, I get it.
I want to
So,
be able to
listen,
like that.
As Rico,
I want to be able. So
Rico.
Yeah, the one time I took off to play golf with my dad, and he told me he was proud of me. Yeah, all right.
Okay.
So what does that have to do with anything?
Some things.
Some
Just
things.
saying.
Beautiful.
I don't know what that has to do
You
with
never
anything.
because you have no heart. You have
What are you talking about? It's just that made no sense. What does that have to do with showing up on Friday?
Here's what I'm doing right now, just so everyone understands.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. I've gotten back to the crux of it because the holdout, Dave. It's like we always said when we went to that steak restaurant. Like Rico, every year, we should rename it. It's not squeeze out season. It's Pet Rico's belly season. He needs to be told that he's loved. He needs to be wined and dined. He needs to be say we love you, Rico. So I do love you.
There's
Rico.
a direct
I
quote
love you.
from me that Rico Bosco has a lifetime contract here.
Yes, lifetime.
Right. All right.
And
That's not good enough?
Inflation itself is a certain percentage.
I've made Dave.
To live, like people, they equate it. Like if you're working at a bank, they just equate inflation into like.
and Rico,
you don't work at a flat salary your whole life.
We won't
I
get
respect the whole life thing.
Rico, we won't get into details, but true or false, I have made private conversations with you that we will not talk about publicly. That if there was ever a real hole that
Right,
needed to be
yeah.
get out of, that I would be your lifeline.
I got you.
Okay, so you have a lifetime guarantee and a lifetime guy who will go into your hole and bring you out of your hole, and I'll get in any hole.
Rico,
All right.
if you need charity, I'll give it to you. No, I would.
There you
same.
go. There's two guys who will get inside your
right.
hole.
I
Okay?
would rather you just say I haven't earned it. I need $100,000. Here you go. Boom, yours.
This is your full-time contract if you wanted to go full-time.
I have a question for the chief of content.
Hold on. Do you feel loved?
Okay.
Do you feel loved? That's a nice number.
Right.
Do you wait? Talk to the mic. Do you feel loved?
Yeah.
That was
Okay.
your.
And that's what I'm basing it off of. So that to that is what I'm asking for.
Right. I got you, but it's
What's the disconnect?
That's what you asked for.
okay.
No, I didn't. Maybe there's a miscommunication here.
That was like the dream number that.
that's
yeah,
the
that's
full-time
the
dream
dream
number.
number.
Yeah.
Yeah, full
Right.
time.
Yeah.
Correct.
Right.
That's what
Right
you
now
get.
he wants
Yeah.
half that.
Part time. And the math adds up. You're saying this number, I
Right.
just ripped it
He's
in
getting a
half,
quarter of
and that's
that
what I'm
right
asking
now.
for.
Which I think is
Right.
probably right.
Because Rico, I'll also say like you do come in 3 times a week, but you also only come in for like 3 hours. Like you
Right.
got to come in for a full day.
Yes, Hank.
You're talking about valued things you're doing. I've just scrolled Barstool Sports YouTube. Rico Bosco has been the subject of the Dave Portnoy show, many stool scenes. Does that factor into value at
Good
all?
point, Hank.
He's been,
does. He
he's
puts
been the
eyeballs.
subject of more
What was
stool
the-
sports
what's the
titles
stat?
than
Stool
any other
streams.
title besides you.
And
it's-
while
it's-
you say I'm here for 3 hours, I'm only working. There's no trips to the snack stand. There's no fucking cameos.
Chat actually has a sabermetric stat for it. I think it's
Yeah, it's the-
RBPVA.
Yeah.
Rico Bosco
Views per episode or-
RBVPA. Rico Bosco views per appearance.
I
Listen,
think that should
I don't get
factor
the,
in, no?
I don't get the disconnect.
Then-
You
then
said
why-
what this number is. That's
why-
half.
then what-
That's what I'm asking for. If you're saying,
But you
what are
don't.
we
You
missing?
don't work half. You don't work half a week.
You don't.
Okay.
Rico, how
But
many
there's
hours
people
a
that
week do
here
you
are
work?
full time. They're not the subject of Stool Scenes titles. Stool Scenes is the biggest, inside Barstool show we have.
While I'm here, I'm doing content. That's
How many
it. There's
full time
no
employees
fluff.
aren't
There's
even
no-
involved in it?
Arya, can you just go out and get Jersey Jerry for me?
Yeah,
Just call. Just
the
get him.
Pittsburgh stuff. Do
What are you
feel
looking
loved?
at, Hank?
Do you feel loved?
What's going on? Who's Jersey?
What?
Jerry?
What? I'm gonna show you what I can do.
Do you feel loved?
Oh God.
He's gonna put him on pick 'em. I know how
This
it
is
is.
Thanos
Yeah, I know.
snapping his
No, I'm
finger.
not.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna show you if I need somebody to become a central character in stool scenes. I have someone begging out there to do it. Begging.
But are people gonna I'm not like.
Yeah, Hank, you'll take a look at this guy and see what you think. Whether
No,
he could fit the bill.
I'm saying like it's not you. You're not the one telling.
Do you have
the
that
Stool Scenes
video?
people.
You're gonna find me hanging.
No dishes, no nothing.
It was a good video.
Yeah.
One of my favorites of all time. Mm-hmm. Do you know what video I'm talking about?
Yeah.
No, I'm asking Hank.
Steelers fan.
Oh yeah.
No dishes, no nothing.
Yeah.
Played it
You're gonna
100 million
find me-
times.
You're gonna find me hanging
I'm
from
not
my
doing
ceiling.
dishes.
Yeah.
I'm a little hurt, by the way, that I threatened to commit suicide, and Rico's like, "Sorry,
Then
the cost of
it was
doing
two of
business."
us.
Yeah,
This holdout.
Rico
is
says that to us like every.
this a
other
hold
week.
in or hold out?
You keep talking and saying sit down.
Well, we're gonna do our picks. We have to do our picks.
I wasn't being
I have-
combative, Dave. I was just.
I
That
have
was
a
just
40
legitimate
plus
question.
card.
I have 24 picks. We have to do our picks, and we have to do the games. We have to do this episode because this episode's paid for. You got paid. You
No,
got-
I didn't get paid.
Yeah, you
Well,
did.
if-
Yeah, auto renew.
If it didn't show up, that's an error on our finance.
All right, so then we're just pushing the goal back. It's another week of where we're like you got yours. All right,
What?
you get this up. I'm just saying it's. What do you want me to do?
I want you to be here and happy.
All right,
come here,
Jerry. What's up?
Come here.
Talking to the
Come here,
mic.
come over here for a sec. We want you on camera.
All right, yeah, talking to that
good,
mic right
yeah.
there. Nice Air
What's
Monarchs.
Okay.
Oh, it's your notes.
Yep.
Okay.
So I just wanted to introduce the world. I just want to introduce the world to you. Give your background a little bit. You made the video, our history together, just everything we talked about real quick. This is a pick and pod. You're on it right now.
Live.
Yeah. Well, no, not live, but it'll come out.
Yeah.
So you'll be on right now.
No problem.
Okay.
I'm Jersey Jerry. I'm the Steelers fan. This from the suicide video. Dishes, nothing. It was always the Steelers. It was always Jersey Jerry. My background, I'm blue collar union 855 pipe fitter till I die.
Love it.
And continue. Sorry.
I'm excited to join Barstool. This is a dream come true for me.
All right. Yeah. And perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right,
Jerry.
Thank you.
You crushed that, Jerry.
And how long you've been making? By the way, we've been
Yeah.
posting about you for a long time because Kevin, way back in the day, you were the Jersey Sports guy.
Wait. You're the same guy?
Steelers guy.
I thought you were the Jersey Sports guy too.
No, that's
right?
Jersey Sports fan.
You two would get along.
Jersey
I
Jerry.
think.
You friends with? You used to do Francesa videos?
No.
I talked to Mike, never did videos.
No, you're thinking of something else, Rico.
I am. Yeah. Jersey Sports
I
fan.
call into Francesca.
Oh,
okay.
you do.
Yeah.
I like guys who call into Francesa.
Yeah.
Him,
Wait, talk to the mic. Talk to the mic when you talk.
okay.
How long you been in Francesa? Call it for.
Maybe 1 year.
Okay.
Oh, but he's
Best
not on
caller on terrestrial and
But
satellite.
I started with Will Kane on ESPN. Then he left. He went to Fox. So I stopped calling Will. Then I started calling Humpty Canny Rothenberg in the morning. Rothenberg canceled me. And so did Chris Canty.
Oh, okay. So you, wow, that's great. Caller.
Okay.
Love it.
Try the guy from Entourage fucked him over, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go.
yeah. Go ahead.
Kevin Conley from Action Park Media Entourage. I signed a deal with him, and he banged me. Never paid me.
Wow.
That
That's
doesn't happen
interesting.
here.
So would you say, like, if you were being a free agent trying to go out and get stuff, like, it's a scary world out there, huh?
Yeah, it's scary, but
Yeah.
I learned my lesson once and never again.
Right. So you're
Because
almost like a
we had a deal. I
Yeah.
offered him a contract, full-time contract, and his mother said no, right? That
Yeah.
you couldn't do it.
Yep, my mom said no.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
And,
but
you-
he's back now, earning it, working. How much am I paying you right now? Say it.
Free.
Thank you.
Yeah, and scared straight story of if
Yep.
you go outside these walls,
Scary
you
world
can
out
get
there.
screwed over like that.
But this guy has something, and I've known it from the time. I thank you, Jerry.
Thanks, guys.
All
Thank
right.
you.
See ya.
Thank you.
Great job, Jerry.
That was great.
That was great. He's working for free, and he also got screwed over by another company. So when you go out there and try to, very few people
just
out there. Stand
very easy to take for granted when you're in the seat. How many people want to be in your seat?
Okay.
So
Hank, you think that guy would be okay on stool scenes at times?
Yeah, I'm not the one. I'm
What'd you
just,
think
I'm
of
just, I'm just saying
he was
he was great. I love. You
I
gotta,
literally introduced himself to. I was like, "Who are you?" And he goes, "I'm Suicide Jerry." And I was like, "Oh, I know who you are." And that was it.
I love the union workers, blue collars. Help.
His
He's a good
poor
guy.
Rico didn't want to laugh, but he starts reeling off these
But-
callers and these terrestrial.
Yeah.
My thing is like, if he was in the office, he could be in the office, but I don't think he would be the title of stool scenes as many times
Yeah, he
as
might
Rico
be.
has been.
He might be.
Rico stirs, he's the straw that stirs the drink.
So I guess we gotta do picks. Rico,
let's-
I don't. Are
let's
you
talk
staying?
I don't have
games.
to do picks.
What?
I don't really work yet. Like, as of now. So
as-
what?
So let me ask you this. I can text right now, Erica, one of two things. Hey, I don't think Rico's paycheck went through. We got to make sure that's on. Or shut Rico off. Which one do you want me to text?
And
you understand the prince. I don't want the second one, but I know where I'm at, and I don't know why there's no back and forth. You're just saying like, or based on the number you're saying, what I'm asking for is
what are you asking
in that
for?
neighborhood.
What do you ask for? Write it down again.
Do you
wanna
need
write it
do you
down?
need
Yeah,
money
right.
short term that there's something I don't know about? Because again, I think
it's just it's inflation.
I've already
it's
said.
life.
I've already said that I would do that. I said that I would do that for him
life.
if he needed me to.
I don't have a pen.
there was no answer to that question. This is gonna be a 9-hour. My neck hurts. This is gonna be a 9-hour pod.
I mean, we're gonna get.
I have 40
We're gonna get
picks.
to the pick.
40 plus picks.
All right. Here's what Rico.
Where I'm at.
All right.
Because I do know that the source is TBA.
All right. TBA. All right. Can I counter you before I give it to the boss man?
Sure.
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see if we can get my man, and it's 3 days a week and at least one stream a week.
Yes.
Fair.
Fair.
3
You
days
canceled.
a week.
Reminder.
What if there's no
canceled the
streams?
streams
Yeah, what
last
if there's
week.
no streams during a week? Whose fault is that?
There will be streams. We have New Jersey now.
Yeah.
There will be.
There will also be college basketball streams.
Yeah. What if I got you this? What if I got you this to start, and then we worked from there? Wow. Okay.
I think we'll get a happy medium.
No, that
Yeah.
was a pretty happy
It's
medium
pretty
what I
good.
just wrote down.
Well, hold on.
It actually is literally in the middle.
Let me do some
So-
math. Let me do some math.
The math is in the middle. I mean, I'm working for you.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. Rico, I don't think you should keep going up from that. I think we should try to get that. No, I think we should try to get that. And then we can go from there. I think we should try to get that, and then we should go from there. Rico, I think we should try to get that, and then we should go from there. Rico,
Yeah.
Rico,
What?
your eyes are bigger than your stomach at
No,
this
I don't
point.
think so.
Yeah, they are. I don't think you can eat all that, ZD.
No, I can.
Okay, so I'm gonna give that to them.
No. You're gonna go. All right. Here.
No,
here,
no, no,
here,
no, no,
here.
no, no,
We're
no.
going with. Let's
No.
go with that.
No, I don't
Yeah.
think so. I
Yeah.
don't think so.
That's a good number. That's a Met. That's a good number.
No, Rico, that's way bigger than what I just said.
Let me see the number.
I'll
gave
come
him-
down.
let me
I'll
see
come
that
down a
number.
little.
I gave him this to try to meet in the middle, and then he came back with that.
I'll meet in the middle.
That's not meeting in the middle. Or
we have a holdout situation.
do
I
either
guess.
of those numbers do anything?
No, not really.
Not even the lower one? Is that like maybe?
You're not even doing the lower number.
Lower number maybe?
No.
All right. So,
Why?
all right. That's where we're at. You don't.
Let's get him the lower number. We can move some things.
You don't think that's
around.
where
I gotta have validation for it, which I don't have.
What about if
The only thing I've
okay,
heard is inflation.
Let me ask you a question. What how many picks you got on your card?
Me?
Yeah.
TBD.
Just tell me how many picks you got on your card.
Well, we count the big game, so I'm assuming. Let's see.
How many picks you got on your card?
7, 8.
You don't have to count the big games. Give me your
we're,
true
we're,
picks.
we're never gonna. We have to get to the picks.
But
This
tell me
is-
your true picks. How many picks do you have on your card on your true picks card?
15?
Okay.
How many free
That's
meals
great.
have you gotten mentioning my name?
1. That one, which I offered to pay for. Where do you think? You act like that's the thing. Like, look at me. I'm the whitest fucking guy here. I work, and then I come here.
Oh, because you don't get a tan?
Yeah, I'm not
got
out
it.
fucking
All right. That was
gallivanting.
confusing.
I'm not out and eating dinners.
Dave.
Club
let me
lights
throw out-
behind me.
Let me throw out an idea. Okay?
I mean,
If-
you put on a decent amount of weight.
All right, fair enough.
Seems like you have had some dinners.
Oh, when
So-
you're researching, watching sports, yeah, all right.
I
sometimes you-
put two numbers in front of Dave. if we go lower number of the two, everything's fluid. By the way, you know
Fluid.
that he said
Fluid.
that if like we could in a month, if things could change. You could
I actually
All right, fine. That's out of respect. Out of me being like a regular guy, out of respect, you've said that you don't negotiate in contracts.
No,
you've said that a bunch of
he's
times
never
with
said that.
with
Literally
AC.
never
You've
said
said
that.
yeah, you have.
But
What?
I literally said to you, this is, I think I actually DM'd or texted. It's the way this is. It's like week to week. We're not making you sign anything. You could hold out at any time. If you're doing better and like, I need more money, I'm not making you sign anything.
But at the same time, you could just clip me at any point, and I'm dead.
Okay,
I guess
you're
I
not
could.
getting-
Yeah,
Even though
right.
I have,
I would like to-
even though I have
I'll
said
tell
you
you
have
what,
a lifetime contract.
and I'm
I'll
lifetime
tell you
getting
what.
in your hole.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
If he hits the second one, I'll lock it in for 2.
I don't know if that's I don't think that that's what we're doing here. I don't think it's a 2-year contract for that. No, I think that doesn't. As your agent, that's a bad idea.
Okay, fine.
Because you can if the big event works,
Yeah.
all that stuff. Here's what I was gonna say: the lower of the two numbers, because again, this is all fluid.
Right.
If Rico goes 10-5 on Saturday, he gets the lower of the two numbers locked in.
I think you shouldn't have to gamble for that.
No,
I think
but
I
that's an
deserve the lower
interesting
number regardless.
proposition, and it's all fluid. So in 2 weeks, if things go
Listen,
well,
I'm gonna make an offer that I can't even believe I'm gonna make here, because the amount of time and energy is because I have a soft spot, and I sometimes I
you're a
I
rider.
coddle, and I'm a rider.
You are right.
You are a rider.
We're entering football season. I know you didn't consider week 0, so you did. It's like you don't have to show up. That's fine. I did. But anyways, we're going to football season. I've asked sales, does Bench Mob do anything? They say no. We can set up parlays and things like that just for you. Not the 3 of us, just you. And see how they do numbers wise. And we'll set the numbers. And if you can show that people are betting your promos,
Riders.
this is very similar to what we do with the t-shirt.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
value's there, and I'll provide what you need. Now, if you don't, I want a 2-year contract locked in at your current rate.
We
I
had
love
the
this.
promos. We had some promos last year.
I love it. So let's do more.
This is as black and put I can get is math. We can track how your shit does.
Mm-hmm. And if it does well, boom.
And if
Okay.
it does bad, then you're just asking for a favor, and I'm happy to give you charity. If that amount of money, if you want me to write a check because I like you, Rico, I will. I'd rather do that than pay you and screw up our scale of what people deserve to make here.
What do you
It's not
think?
my money that I'm giving you, but it's like, just because I feel bad, I can't pay somebody more without like reasons. I'm looking for reasons under the mattress and cracks. Give me something I can pay this guy. It's not there. I asked, tell me that Bench Mob's killing us. No. So let's do these if you want to ask, while we're on the phone, this is to Westy. How does Rico's Tuesday's bet do? His response, let me pull and report back. I'm looking for validation to do this.
So let's do it.
All right. You're making me dance for what I think I've already earned, though. Like, there's got to be. Like,
What do you mean dance?
I'm not saying, like, it's.
No, it's work.
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
And you're saying
But it's condition based, which is out of my control.
performance based.
Which is.
It is very much in your control.
Okay.
If nobody's doing these things, what should we be paying you for?
I think that's fair. He's basically saying he's going to take a look. So last year, maybe we weren't paying as much of attention. Everything's getting launched, COVID, all that stuff. This year, it's all eyes on Rico. The performance and the ZD go hand in hand.
And that will take, you're saying like how I work here. I don't like keep an eye closely on everybody, but you have your own promos and it's up to you to push, promote, and drive and figure out a way to get those signups. And if you do, I want to pay. There's nothing I'd love more than to find people who can drive promo betting on our app, and I'll happily pay. I don't know how that's dancing.
Do I dance? I mean, you're kind of belittling me. You're basically saying I dance.
No, I
for a
didn't mean it
living.
like that.
Well, but that is kind of what I mean.
Hank, do you think there's something unfair with what I just said?
No, I think that's fair. But from Rico's perspective, maybe if it's like a little bit of a bump from what he's at now,
Okay,
plus
all
the
right.
incentive.
All right. So what if it was this?
So it's like he's not going to get what he wants, but
What
he
if
can
it was
earn what he
this?
wants. But you're showing him in
what
good
if it was
faith.
this in good faith? What if it was this in good faith, Dave?
Because I think you haven't really acknowledged
Okay. What if it was this in good faith?
the inter-office
And then we go from there.
element.
So that's
in-
just a little bump. Say, hey, thank you, Rico. And then we go from there. And then we start building an empire.
You're gonna go to that?
Yeah. Do you have that upside down?
I hope not. No.
Okay.
You're gonna go to that.
Yeah.
The second one.
Wait,
What?
what?
That's what he just gave me.
No.
No take backs.
Let me see it. Let me see
No
it.
take
Let me
backs.
see
Black, no
Let me
take
see it.
backs. He gave me that one.
No, it's this side.
Oh.
That's, of course, that happens.
No. So
That's a nice little.
that's actually
Okay, what if I got
down.
What if I got you this?
What do you mean that's down?
this?
I don't know.
What
So-
about this, Dave? What about that? Huh? Yeah, maybe. Come on. Come on, Dave. You're a rider. I'm a rider. Let's get him that. Let's get our guy that to start it off.
What?
And then we'll. I'm not going to give it to you till he says yes or no.
Fine.
Okay, let's go. There's that to start, and then performance bumps as we go.
So technically, here.
Come on, no, don't do this. Oh
No,
my
I did
God.
because
This is the hardest negotiation of my life.
I'm withdrawing.
No,
that.
no,
It's
no, no!
withdrawn.
Don't let him withdraw.
It's withdrawn.
he originally said for the flat was this. I'm sorry, was that.
Yeah,
Okay, but when the check started clearing,
I can't. I don't know
Taxes?
what your taxes are.
I think
Don't
he's
get
saying
into that.
taxes. I think he wants
don't
under the
even pay-
table. Do you want under the table? What?
I don't want under.
What do you mean?
That's what it's really at.
That you don't even pay your taxes.
Wait.
What are you talking
You're
about?
saying you're now holding me responsible for taxes?
No, it's not
Don't
that.
do that,
Taxes.
Rico, I just got you a great deal. It's performance
What?
based.
Damn. What are we gonna do about
bumps.
these picks?
We gotta get to the
You gave.
I just gave.
Listen, he gave that number.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what he said.
Mhm.
That plus that in sauce. He said that.
Yes.
Okay. Then when the first one showed up, it was this much
Okay.
for the 12. So times 12. So it really works out to that.
No,
so that's
I don't
where
know
I'm
what
at.
that. I don't know what your tax
That's-
situation is. I'm not gonna.
It's
I
not
can't
tax.
do that.
It's
I can't do
it's
that.
flat. I'm
I
telling you
can't
right
do
now,
that.
it's flat.
I can't do that.
That's what I'm really at.
Wait,
Like,
I'm
add that up.
confused. What is not what I said it was?
He said-
It's higher.
He
You
said-
gave a number of where it was, and then the way when
He said for some reason his taxes net out to that.
Okay, that's taxes.
no, it's not taxes. That's the gross income.
So that's what he gets paid.
That's what I'm at right now. Like, but the
But
deal,
but you're such an idiot that if it's an auto renew, you
Oh,
probably
you're
getting
saying
paid
you
that
got
right
it
now.
higher?
I thought you did that as like you sold it and it was like as a good faith. Like when the
So
it shows
you
up
got
as
more than you were supposed to be getting for an entire fucking
And
year.
you never said anything.
Holy
I did-
shit!
You knew.
What?
You knew what I knew. You
No,
knew what
I
you were
didn't
doing.
know. I didn't
All
know
right.
that. So you've been making more than you should have for a year. So you owe me.
No.
Yes.
No, I don't.
just did that to
Yes.
yourself.
Yeah, it's not doing
when
that
you
to
have like a
yourself.
bank error.
The way
and
you said it.
when you have a bank error and the bank finds out, you don't get to keep it. New offer.
No, Dave.
Yeah,
No,
I
it's
just
not.
got
The
you.
way
We were
you
doing
cleared
so
it.
well.
I mean, what do you want? I'm
I
being
just
fucking
got so
honest.
well.
What do you want me to
I
say?
just
No,
got
you
you
weren't being honest. You
incredible
didn't tell me. You just told me by accident.
I just got you an
who's in charge?
incredible offer.
Here. So how
There's the new offer.
Where was the disconnect? What were you
There's the
supposed to
new
tell
offer.
them?
We gotta get
I
even.
know, I will
Yeah,
not-
that's to get
I will
even.
not put that in front of my
That's-
client.
I didn't know what the
I
hell
will
you were
not put
talking
that
about.
in front of my client.
Well,
I will not.
how do you not tell me that?
You're supposed to tell the people like.
I did tell him.
So then they. What do you mean they fucked up?
Right.
I
There's
thought
a fuck up.
I thought the change was
You've
you
been
saying
talking about contract.
You told me X, and then you really said to them, "Hey, you know what? Make
What?
it Y."
No.
Okay. I thought that was out of good faith. All right.
So, Rico,
You never even thanked me for that, thinking I did that.
No, I didn't thank you. I didn't thank you verbally, but yeah, I hit the fucking ground rolling. Yeah, I hit the ground rolling. I got in as much as I could be involved.
You've been making more the whole time. Didn't thank me.
Well, for
Didn't
your-
tell me.
Yeah, I just hit the
Banker.
ground rolling. I did as much as I
No.
could. All right, so where are we at?
I just gave you an offer. We
I
have
just
to
had the
recollect. You're behind. You're in the Reds.
No.
You're in the Reds.
I just negotiated.
You
with
owe
both
me.
of the business.
Where was the disconnect? How does that go from you
I have
telling
no
them?
idea. You had a year. A man of honor and integrity come in. Hey, I think this is fucked up.
Right thing when no one's looking. I just
do the right thing when no one's looking.
Where
you
we're
did
at-
the wrong thing.
Rico,
I thought it was a signing bonus.
But that I didn't
given
mention.
every month
For every check?
For every check.
I thought, like I said, you undersold and over delivered. I thought that's what it was.
What you think I go around coming to deals with people and then we just pay more?
No,
and don't
but
tell anybody.
But I've been doing it forever, so I thought that was your way.
Shyamalan twist I didn't see coming.
Of all people, of all people, you thought I do that. Like you are I'd want Rico.
I thought that was your way of being like, here's a little extra.
And you never said thank you.
No, yeah, I have. I said
No, you never
I had
told me.
the day you offered everything. Yeah, I had my wife text you how much it meant to me. Thank
Correct,
you.
but there was no, hey, you didn't have to pay more than you agreed upon.
I just negotiated.
Well, I thought the first number you gave was low, and I didn't negotiate it, and that maybe you realized, all right, yeah, I can give him a little extra, and then that was it. All right.
So for people who are very confused, because I am, I just negotiated this entire deal. We
I
were
have
ready
40
to go.
picks. I have 40 picks.
I got him a bump in his ZD.
He kept saying it's lower. I'm like, what's he talking about?
And he just then turned around and said, actually, that's a pay cut from what I'm getting.
Yes, and honestly, the
This
auto
is Billy Football 2.0.
and honestly, Dan, the auto renew that I wasn't even looking at. I'm like, just auto renew now.
Take the auto renew. Take the auto renew right now, and let's
You
do
have 10
picks.
seconds.
Take
and
the auto renew right
I want
now.
signed.
Take
No, I need a fucking timeout.
No, 10.
No,
Take
I'm
the
not.
auto renew.
Why would I
It's
take
at
no,
exact
why?
8, 7. I need this 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Timeout. No, timeout.
Time out.
Fucking Cabal.
Time out. Time out.
It's a 20 though. It's a 20. It's a 20. It's a 20.
No, last week he said that. Stop. No, it's not. Take it. All right.
So the
Time
auto
in.
renew is on the table at your current salary, which I didn't even know was your current salary. So it's a significant raise.
Yeah, but you
Take
know.
it. We'll get everything. And the
You know I got
and the
bigger
idea
bowls.
of doing more.
There's always the opportunity.
promos.
There's nobody
I
who
got
wants
bigger
to
bowls.
pay more.
You know I
I
got
want to
bigger
pay
bowls.
more.
I know I got bigger bowls.
I want to pay more.
We're
No,
gonna
I
get
want
paid
to pay
more.
more. I want to
Take
pay more.
the auto renew.
I want to pay more.
right this second. End the holdout, and then we get more down the line when we work our way to more.
But I'm telling
That's
you,
the righter way.
I'm telling you, in 10
it.
seconds,
Do
the
it.
auto renew is no longer
Don't say
guaranteed.
time in yet.
Okay, I haven't said time in
yeah,
yet.
you
No,
did.
I didn't know.
You said time
Okay,
out.
time out again then. I still have one left.
How many timeouts do you have?
I've taken the long one. That was a 20-second. I'm taking a full minute.
Okay.
Time out. Full
So-
minute. Full minute.
I've had some. Okay.
Yeah.
12:21.
Rico, I'm telling you right now.
All right.
Yes. Because that's this plot twist we did not see coming. The auto renew is at
All right.
the other number.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I've had some car issues.
Okay. I said I would fucking get in your hole.
Well, it's
I will come in your
There-
hole
okay.
anytime you want me to.
Geico jacked me up.
Okay.
I did the math. This is true.
Is the
Okay.
timeout over?
No.
No.
It's 12:21.
If we go to this, we
no,
start
it is.
picks.
It's 12:22.
We go to that, we start picks. It's
Fel-
for Geico. It's
Fel-
it's not even
fellas,
me.
Get back
It's
on
all
the
going to
court.
Geico.
Fellas, the ball. We got to
It's
start
going to
playing.
Geico. It's not even going to me.
I do have a whistle.
That's the
But
last
that's
one.
That's just a little
That's
bit
all
over
I'm
the
asking
auto
for.
renew.
It's
That's all
fucking
he's
Geico.
asking
I'm
for.
dead serious.
That's all he's asking for. That's all he's asking for. That's
No, I
very
can't
little
do
above.
that.
Not even going to me.
No.
What?
Am I saying time in again or no?
Not yet.
Okay.
Well, no.
No, the
we're
timeout.
playing.
No, the timeout.
So here, I'm not
I'll
saying
take a
anything.
technical. I'll take a technical.
The technical's not good. Every time it's technical, it's down
Technical.
one. It goes down one if I hand out technical.
Take the auto renew.
So
Fucking take
we're
it.
at the unknown salary
Take it.
that I didn't know existed, which is a significant raise, and you've made more than I thought you were making because you didn't tell me, which is not honorable. But because I'm honorable, I'm going to honor this new one. I don't want to take away, but you have 10 seconds to guarantee the auto renew.
Yes, Rico,
10,
I'm telling you, we'll figure it all out later.
9,
Take the auto renew.
8, I need it
Take
signed
it
there.
right now.
7,
Take the auto
6,
renew. There's nothing else.
5.
That's crazy. It's
4,
got to go to that.
No.
3.
It has to.
Time out.
I'll
I
make
get
the-
another one. You get
No.
You,
Yeah,
no, I
yeah,
get a 30
yeah,
and a
you do.
full.
Yeah, you
I
do.
took my 30,
And you,
I want one final full.
One final full. I will, Rico. In the short term, that can be made up. We'll fucking
12:23, 12:25 is done.
We'll put a shirt up. We'll fucking put a shirt up. Come on. Let's go.
Let me write it in here.
Well, then hold on though,
Yeah.
because the first one also had sauce.
Yeah.
So when
and the
new
sauce
deal,
has gotten bigger.
fair enough. New deal.
The sauce has gotten significantly
new
bigger.
deal. Renew. Is there sauce every time you renew?
No.
No, but there is. But sauce can come in again.
Yeah,
He
I
said
know.
that there is the opportunity for more sauce, but you gotta renew, because guess what's not gonna happen if you hold out? Then I think the sauce goes away. I think the promos go away, and you're getting paid more than you already thought we like. Do it.
Timeout's over. 10
Do it.
seconds.
I'm
You're out of
telling you,
timeout.
I'm telling you.
10.
I'm telling you. Rico.
9,
I got it. It's got to hit that.
8.
No, you
Just have
you
everybody
will hit
clean.
that. You
I
will hit that.
6.
You will hit
For
that.
clarity,
5.
I start
You will
acting
hit
crazy
that.
if it's not that.
4.
No, you will hit that.
There's
I'm
no
telling
bump.
You will be able to hit
2.
that. You will be able.
1.
You're getting a bump.
Here, it's right here.
You will be able to hit that. I'm telling you, I will fucking work
We
with you.
changing that or no?
No, don't. It's an auto renew.
Guys, we need you back
It's-
on the court. I have 40 picks.
It's more.
I have
money.
40 picks.
I'm Jason
This
Kidd.
is 6 hours. We got.
How quick can we renegotiate?
We gotta clean the court.
It's got to be.
All right. And
Come on,
it-
come on.
I still think of.
I'll get it for you.
I'm
I will
fucking
get it for
taking
you.
a bad deal.
I'll
though.
get
I
it for
know
you.
it.
You're not. You're getting paid more than you thought you were going to get paid. You were getting paid more for a year than we thought you were paying you. I'm going to get you more.
Guys, we need you on that court.
All right, come on, Rico.
Pick show,
Let's go.
40 picks.
Let's go.
3 presidencies, but I got to make a move here.
Come
We
on,
got to do
Rico.
picks. This is 6 hours
You
long.
know why it's got to go
I'm
up.
going to get you more.
It did go up.
I'm going to get you more. It went up.
You're the only one who knew how much you were making.
Yeah, you've been negotiating a fake number.
Can't
It will go
either-
up.
You live for something or you die for anything. I
Yeah,
can't.
yes, you will. I'm
All right.
telling you. I'm telling you, I will get you
Don't
more.
sign it if you're not
I'm
comfortable
telling you,
with
I will
it.
get you more. If I ever let you down, have I ever told you that and not been able to come through?
No.
Can I have one more timeout?
No, there's no time. This is crazy. How many we got
I
to do
wish for
this? How
something.
long are we going here?
Yeah. Yeah.
We're 65 minutes in.
Damn it.
You want to start rattling off your picks, Dave?
You should.
All right.
Can I have that contract?
Yeah, you can have it. I just want one thing.
Oh God, I don't know what he's gonna do.
All right,
What are you looking for? What are you looking for? What do you want?
Can I have the contract?
Are you all right? I'm telling you,
What do you whisper?
something that stays between me and Rico
Okay.
forever. Stays between me and Rico.
I'm glad to have you.
Oh, that was,
Well played.
I mean, that was well played. We're good. We're back together.
played.
Can you
Yeah.
tell people what he
Everything-
said? So
You're good.
No,
say it into
what
it?
I said to Rico is never going to be told.
What
out
Rico
loud.
said to Dave?
Oh, he said if
you're
I'm
gonna
getting
fuck me,
fucked, I
yeah.
might as well wear a
Correct.
collar.
Yeah, it was a dig. But hey, he's
Hey,
like,
we're good.
to be honest, the only person getting fucked is the entire company who didn't know how much they were paying an agreed salary. But we're onward and upward. I don't hold. I'm glad we got this, Rico, for another year. I'll get this framed, put it in the office. You belong to me. All right,
Here we go.
40-something picks.
All right, Clemson at Georgia.
Let's
what do
go.
we think?
Nah, he won.
No.
Everybody I stand for. I have my report back to. They know that.
No,
Oh, they the big bad companies won again. Ross Gerber won again. No, you know it, Dan. You know
I
it.
don't.
No,
I
you
don't.
know it.
No, Rico. No, I don't. Because you won. You got what you
didn't.
wanted,
You
and
did.
you have more coming.
Picks.
You have more coming.
lost big.
No,
You
didn't.
won big.
No,
You
didn't.
won big.
You
All
won
right.
big.
You won
I'll give you
big.
the picks, and
You
then
won big.
I'll just go.
You
'Cause
won big.
That's it. I
No,
lost
you're under
again.
contract.
No. You didn't lose.
I can't believe I'm not like. All right, whatever.
Rico, you know
Let's
what
go.
I can't
Go
believe?
Your picks.
You know
You're
what I
under
can't
contract.
believe? Can I just say real quick?
I lost.
You know what I can't
You
believe?
won.
No, I fucking
Do you know how many
lost.
people
I
want a
lost.
contract here?
I lost.
People would kill for this.
Do you know what I can't believe, Rico, is that we spent 50 minutes talking about a salary, and then at 51 minutes, you're like, I'm actually getting paid more.
Yeah.
That's what I can't believe.
That's honorable.
Yeah,
Honorable?
I don't. No, it was honorable because you wanted to get paid more than
You didn't
that.
want to take a pay cut,
Right.
and you didn't.
You didn't.
But I also
How does
went
this
flat.
happen all the time?
I don't know.
I went flat.
No, but
I don't think-
No, you didn't go flat because you were never making what you thought you like. We didn't know how much you're making.
You also have the ability.
You owe the bank, and I let it go.
It was your job to when you sent it over and the number came through. I'm like, all right, he bumped it.
That's like saying the president of a bank when someone goes to an ATM, there's a fuck up, has
That's
to know
not.
about
Yeah,
it.
but you write it out. Didn't they give it to you for review beforehand?
No.
By the way, you
Then
want?
that's-
Hey,
I don't know
Rico,
what
you
that
want?
is.
Rico, do you want an exact apples to apples comparison here? Because you
Yeah.
love talking about other people. Hank will back me up. This literal exact thing happened with Billy Football. He was getting paid more than we thought, and then he tried to negotiate
They were paying
at
him
a
as an
higher
intern for 80 hours a week.
Yeah, at a higher salary when he came in, and I said, we're not going to pay you more just because we fucked up, and then we rectified
I'm
it.
also going to say
I
something.
didn't say give the money back.
It's not an apples to apples situation, but there once was a guy by the name of Bubbly Gang around here, and he was doing bubbly stuff, and the only people that didn't know the Bubbly Gang was like happening was myself, you, Dan, and like Paul. Other people knew. If you thought I paid you, and Bubbly Gang told me about everything, it's just like, how could he omit this piece of information of what was happening? If you thought I paid you more out of the goodness of my heart, and you thought I did it on purpose, and you didn't thank me for it, that doesn't sound like something you do. That sounds like somebody who knew a mistake was made in their favor
that's
and
not
kept
true.
it quiet
I've thanked you a million times.
for that extra money.
No, I thought that was just business. Yeah, I didn't. It was like, all right, that was an understatement. Like,
I don't believe you.
Here's
right.
one other thing I'll throw out there, because I told you the Billy Football story. And what did I tell Billy Football? I said, we're not going to give you a raise from a fake salary that you were making that was a mistake. But what I will do for you is I will have your back if you produce for this company when you go into Dave and ask for a raise. And guess what? Billy has been producing. His blogs have been huge. He's been doing a great job. He's been doing a lot of content. And when he goes into Dave in December, I will tell Dave, Billy has been doing a great job. I will tell Dave, Rico's been doing a great job. Like when I have my guys, I always go to bat for them. And it's kind of disrespectful to me when you're like, well, I need more. When I'm telling you, I will go to bat for you.
okay,
I want to give more. We pay well. I can't just give you more on a fake salary that I didn't even know existed. But I have. We signed the contract. You won, Rico. You got
No,
me to
you won.
dance for you.
No, you
All right.
you
won.
won
You
because
won.
you were getting paid more
Yes.
last year.
And
off of okay, fine.
a bank, when there is a bank error, the bank makes you repay it.
Yeah, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, if you actually do the math, you're getting paid the number you want if you count all the extra sauce or zing you got
100%.
last year by accident. That you're not having to pay back. You're getting that now.
Can you at least say thank you? That I'm not going to be like, hey, Rico owes us this.
Well, I thought I earned it.
You signed a contract with a number on it, right?
Yeah.
You got paid well above that.
No. That's the mistake. Maybe that's the disconnect. The contract that I signed was that number.
Oh, they just sent the wrong number.
I thought that was the right. Yeah, I mean,
But that's not
We
what
got
me
it.
and you
We
had.
got the auto renew number.
right. So, and again, you are a business guy. I'm not going to bother you. I thought the change The change was
Let's do
your
picks. Let's do
your
picks.
conversation
We've come
with
a
them.
far long way.
Your conversation
we just
with them.
fought through mud.
Okay.
That was the hardest negotiating ever. Thank God I've read Art of the Deal because that was not easy. Let's get to the pick.
Where
You
was
won.
your conversation with them? No, I didn't win.
You won.
You won.
I think we had a
now
great,
that
we got a
we're
great
now
deal.
that we're talking it out. I have an idea of what I think they probably did because you were getting paid before that, correct?
Yes.
No.
What are you talking about?
I was getting seasonally.
I bet they added that.
Yeah.
They didn't. They added it by accident. That's my guess. What they did.
So you're good.
They stacked it on by
You're
accident.
now getting paid more.
That's my guess. They didn't cut your seasonal. They added what I said your new thing was. They didn't
Yes.
come back to me.
Because
That's what
those
they did.
numbers add up. Okay.
And look at the number. This
All
is
right.
what you're. If you count, if you count the extra money that you made last year,
Right.
and then the auto renew this year. So let's say that you were at the real number
Yeah.
last year, and now you're now you're getting this.
Right.
When you add it,
It
all up.
basically is like if we had a part-time employee who proved themselves and we were paying them part-time, like here's their contract, and they don't stop, they don't somehow get that the new thing has taken out the old thing.
Correct. So you're good. You actually did win.
He won. He fucked me in the ass. You fucked me in the
Put
ass.
the collar on.
Yeah, you fucked me in the ass.
No, I don't think I
yeah,
did.
you did. Maybe
Okay.
you're a super genius.
All right.
The
Dave.
number that you gave was for limited stuff. I've done more after that.
No, let's not
All
get
right,
into
fine.
that.
It is
Let's
what it
not
is.
get back
All right,
down
you
that
win.
road.
No, you won.
No, you win.
You won.
Oh, you win.
You did.
I think you know what the listeners won because next week there's no more negotiation.
Listen,
right?
they lost. It's 2 hours. I
yeah,
mean,
but
one
next
thing
week.
is-
But listen,
I
we
got
got this
40
all
picks,
out of the
man.
way.
I
We
lost.
got this all the way.
You won.
Next,
I lost.
next week it's going to be all football.
I think I lost.
Next week it's going to be all.
All
This
right.
card is incredible, by the way.
Yeah, I got 40
Let's
picks.
talk
No,
about
I mean,
it.
what are we gonna do? Is 9 hours?
I'm so excited for this weekend. I'm so excited for this card. Rico,
All right.
I'll see you on Saturday. We'll be doing a stream, Wisconsin versus Penn
I'm in.
State. It's going to be
Atta
great.
boy.
Yeah, see? This is going to be great. Dave, you want to start?
yeah, just go
Great
through
week
the card.
last week, boys. Great week.
Going right through the card.
So,
Yeah,
Dave,
well, this we've been going. You've
we
been
always
holding
break down
out.
the games.
Well,
let's break down the
we're no, we're 2 hours in. We just got to do. If you want to talk about specific games, talk about.
All right.
This is 2 hours in
all right, here we go.
because you held out.
Last week, Dave went 5-2, 1-0 on his mortal lock. I went 6-2, 2-0 on my mortal locks. I added UCLA when I saw that Chip Kelly was wearing the visor for the first time since Oregon. Rico, you went 4-0, 1-0 on your mortal locks. The mortal lock college football pick'em parlay hit. It was plus 625. Is that correct?
Yeah, it was
only in the
huge.
Barstool Sportsbook app.
I
and
had
guess what?
$5,000 on that.
And guess what? This week, if you're never have signed up before and you sign up in the Barstool Sportsbook app, you get, and you deposit, you get $100.
No, I think up to match. So
up
if
to
you
match.
put 100 in, you get
$100 for free,
Free on
the
the
college
pick'em.
football pick'em
Yep.
parlay on Saturday. How about that?
Sorry, I was thinking about the stuff I got to sell. Yeah, I heard a little. Yeah, we did well. Yeah, we did good.
Is this what I'm going to get? This a half-ass guy?
Because
You
this
don't
isn't
get
gonna give
because
us more sauce.
this is
We're not going to get more sauce.
you'll
Rico.
never get it. You'll never get it with
You
this type
can't
of
mope.
Rico Bosco attitude.
can't mope.
You look. You signed a contract.
You can't mope.
You belong
All right, no,
to
you're
me.
right. Yeah,
I
know.
want
You
A
own
plus
me. I
effort.
know.
And the
Yeah,
thing
I
I
know.
whispered
You
into your
signed
ear
it.
is
I know.
true.
I know. Ben backing. I know. How it is. All right, I got
It's a
it.
federal
Let's roll.
crime.
All right, let's roll.
Federal crime.
Well, you know what else is a federal crime?
Yes, not getting more money and not telling people.
Yes, it's a federal crime. All right. So sign up for the Barstool Sportsbook app.
We're in Jersey.
We'll tweet it. If you are, we'll put it on Instagram, put it everywhere. Dylan, make sure you put it on the Pick'em.
I think
Twitter
it'll be
and Instagram.
on the app Friday.
Friday.
So anybody who has not deposited yet, Barstool Sportsbook, if you deposit, this does not affect your $1,000 risk-free bet. But you put in $10, you'll get a free $10 bet. You put in 100, free 100 pick'em parlay. It was
Pick'em
plus
parlay.
650 last week.
hit, cash it, Dave.
All right, I have a huge card.
Yeah, how did that happen, by the way? Because you walked by my desk,
I hadn't looked
and I was
yet.
like, I have 25 play card, and you're like, oof, that's a lot. And
Well,
then
I
you
didn't know
walked
the
out
card
of-
was so spectacular.
You're like Superman.
Yeah,
You went
that's
into
brilliant.
you went into the phone booth. You came out with 45 plays.
Rutgers minus 14 and
Can
a
I
half.
ask one more question?
Yes.
I shouldn't compare. You're saying right? Don't do that.
Ask.
Okay,
ask the
try.
question. No, ask
Do
it.
it.
Well, it's yeah.
Okay.
Where's the pen?
All right. Hank, you admit that this is not on me. I'm trying to keep this thing going. At this point,
Yeah, we should get to the picks.
it's not me.
Well, he has one more question.
At this point, it's not me who's holding this up.
What?
What's
does
the
it
question?
say?
Hold on. You can give him this.
Okay.
So he said if it was full time, it was that, right?
Yep.
So take that.
What?
So is it? Yeah, you know what?
What is the? What is
Never
the?
mind.
What
It's
does that
more-
say though? What does it say?
It's just that you've said that there's people like who don't produce. All right, it is what it is.
What?
Let's
What's
go.
the question?
Rutgers minus 14.
I don't know. I don't
Nothing.
even
I
know.
don't really know what the question is.
My,
What
Saying
is
don't
the-
compare it. I'm only going to sink myself. It's
But
fine.
what is the?
I
what
have an
is this
open door
actually?
policy.
I
If
don't
you
know
have
what this
questions,
means.
what is this? So he has a
I don't
question.
even know what it means.
It looks like BM.
Well,
BM?
Big man.
Big man?
no. Yeah. You're good. Rutgers minus
BM?
14. We'll do it later. It's all good.
Look.
Roll with it.
B pod?
No, you're good. Rutgers minus 14.
Bench mob. Yes, he will look at it. Yes.
We'll do it
yes.
after.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. He said he would do that.
What?
Rutgers
the
minus
question?
14.
Now you sidetrack
I'll ask
me.
you later.
Okay.
Rutgers minus 14.
And a half is what I think.
Yeah.
Shiano, I just think he's going to slowly turn that team around. Boise State plus 5. Sometimes I do this where I don't write at UCF. That's right. NC State, USF over 60.
Add it to my card.
Bowling Green plus 35 at Tennessee. Milton Tough there over 61. Tennessee, they struggle early. They're not good. I think Bowling Green was horrible last year, but they'll put up some points. I kind of like them. I like Minnesota at home plus 14 against Ohio State. I like the over 63 in that game. Virginia Tech at home against UNC. Enter Sandman always gets me going. I think Tech early in the season. Enter Sandman, probably a night game. I like the over 64 in that game. So VTech plus 5.5 over 64. I like Duke minus 6 at Charlotte. I just kind of always like Duke putting up points, so I'm also over 6.5. Northwestern at home minus 3 against Michigan State. I fucking love them. That possibly would have been my mortal lock, but we can't do that because they're in Illinois.
Yep. Yeah. Make sure your mortal locks aren't
Western Michigan.
Illinois, Virginia, and New Jersey because you can't bet on
Western Michigan at Michigan. Listen, I want Michigan to be good. I think you said they're going to be good. I think they stink, Dan. I'm still taking Western Michigan plus 17. Michigan has
17 and a half. I have it on my card.
they have to prove it to me, Michigan.
I crossed that off my card. I like that.
Penn State plus 5.5 at Wisconsin. I just think that goes down to the end.
Bad pick.
We got CMU at Moderna. Who's CMU playing? Minus 14. I like who? Mizzou. I like Mizzou minus 14 over 60.5. Oklahoma minus 31.5 over 69.5. I think Tulane, that's now at Oklahoma. I like Stanford plus 3 at Kansas State. I just like betting on Stanford, even though Kansas State is a tough place to play. Rice.
Games in Texas.
What?
Games in Texas. Jerry World.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
I like it even more then. Rice at Arkansas. I like Arkansas minus 19.5 over 50. Arkansas had a breakout year last year. I think they'll be good again this year. Oregon, Fresno State, a Rico Bowl. I'll take Fresno plus 20.5.
Good pick.
Somebody's playing Indiana at Iowa. I always like Iowa at home minus 3.5. I'll take Iowa.
3.
3. Love it. I love it. I know people are saying Indiana will bounce back here, maybe a little overrated after their success last year, even though I like the coach. Bama, I don't get on Bama enough. I'm just going to go on Bama this year. Minus 19.5 against Miami. I'm going to bet them every week, and you'll make money doing that. So don't think, just throw with Bama. UMass Pitt over 56. ULL Texas minus 8 over 58. I think people are getting caught
Yes.
up in like
Good
the hype
pick.
of ULL.
Good pick.
Also Texas, they just
See what just happened with
yeah,
his face?
yeah, he
I
squinted.
have to
Yeah,
take them. I know I
'cause
took
he's
them last
ULL
year.
guy.
They won outright.
Good
It's,
pick.
I'd like it way
Sniff
more
that
if they
one out.
didn't win last year, but I have to
See,
take
I
Sniff
think
that one
yeah.
out. Yep.
And by the way, I don't know Texas 1 year after another. Hudson Card, what a name for a quarterback. San Jose State plus 19 at USC. I think they keep that close. Our guy Spanarkel
Check
is
that number. Is it 19?
what?
14 and a half, I think.
San
Do you
Jose
still
State.
like it? I think it's 14.
I didn't know
and
it
a
could
half.
move that much.
I think it's
When?
14.
I saw 17.
Yeah, it's 14 and a half.
I saw 17.
From when I got this number,
No, it was 14 and a half this morning. You might have just
I'm on the score.
I know you might have been just scrolling.
What?
Also, just
Yeah,
just
14.
just as a throwing it out there to the people, because I know we always deal with this every year. We're taping this on a Wednesday. We lock in our picks on a Wednesday. We all drive over to New Jersey. We're locking in our picks. So if you see the card on Saturday and you're like, how'd you get that number? Sometimes it works in our favor. Sometimes it doesn't. There are times when we get screwed. There are times when we get the best line. So
San Jose State.
And then we also add. We do ads.
What day is that game?
Saturday.
Yeah, it's 14. Unbelievable. All right, I'm gonna stick with it.
All right.
But I hate. Oh no, I misread what I wrote.
There we go.
And I like the over 57.5. Auburn minus 37 at home against Arkansas. Blow. Win by 60. Akron. Who did I say?
Arkansas.
That would not be a 37-point spread. Oregon State plus 7 at Purdue. I think that's close. Over 68.5. Cal at home against Nevada. I have Cal's gonna be minus 3, right?
It's minus 3. Yep.
I have
And
Cal.
A good pick.
Thank
I got
you.
some. Nevada has been not being able to practice because of the wildfires. Fuck.
Arizona plus 12.5 at home against BYU. Over 54.5. I love the quarterback of the Jets. And I think we're going to see that he made a very big difference in that team. And I think Arizona will put up points. I like Notre Dame minus 7.5 at FSU. I think a lot of people are like, oh, FSU stinks. Ole Miss at home minus 10. Maybe not at home. Ole Miss playing Louisville. I'll take Ole Miss minus 10 over 75.5. Texas Tech Houston over 65. I have no side in that game. And then UCLA at home plus 3 against LSU over 65. There's a 40-something game card.
Love it. All right, I'm going to whip through mine real quick. Rutgers minus 14.5. Tennessee minus 35. Boise UCF over 68. UNC minus 5.5. Those are my Thursday, Friday games. And then I got Wisconsin minus 5.5. I think they're going to be very good this year. Marshall minus 2.5. That's against Navy. I think their defense will be able to shut them down. Houston plus 1.5 over 65. Clemson minus 3 under 51. Both those, obviously, I'm saying them. Who's USA?
Who's the Georgia quarterback?
JT, no, not
It's
JT.
JT
Yeah,
Daniels.
JT Daniels. Yeah, he was at USC.
Yeah.
Now he's there.
Yeah.
And then got DJ Unga.
Yeah, go.
USC. Who's that? Southern. Playing versus Southern Miss. I just wrote down USA. Southern
South
Alabama.
Alabama.
South Alabama. Pick'em versus Southern Miss. Nebraska minus 40.5. That's a crazy line. I know it's Fordham, but I really think this is their only chance to put up a big number, and they got to save their job. Kansas State minus 3. Iowa minus 3 under 45. I think Indiana had a crazy fluke year last year. Akron, Auburn over 55. LSU minus 3. Everyone's loving UCLA. I know that LSU got displaced by the hurricane. I think it's just UCLA. They look good against a really bad Hawaii team. Notre Dame, Florida State under 55.5. Tulane, Oklahoma over 68.5. Baylor minus 13.5. Texas minus 8. Bama, Miami under 61.5. Texas A&M, Kent State over 67. Cal minus 3. Western Michigan plus 17.5. NC State, USF over 60. That's like a 28 play card, and I'll say my mortal lock. I am so excited for Saturday. I cannot tell you guys how much I'm going to be jumping out of my fucking
I'm very
shoes.
excited. The boys are back together. We got Rico locked in. We're ready to go.
Locked in. Great deal for everyone. He's looking great. Next week, everyone who's listening to Pick'em right now, they're like, I'm so sick of this negotiation.
They're done.
Guess what? Sometimes it happens, takes 2 weeks. Next week, it's all football all the time. Rico.
NC State minus 18. NC State first half minus 9.5. South Florida's horrible. They had some talent on offense. Defense really bad. I think NC State's going to kill them. I also like the quarterback, Devin Leary. Charlotte plus 6.5 versus Duke. I'm also taking Charlotte plus 195.
Can I add
count.
NC State as a show of solidarity
Add it to my card as well.
Thank you.
That is just
Was it minus
riders
18?
riding.
Yeah.
We
first
ride.
half's
We
minus
ride.
9.5.
We ride here. Yeah, no, we ride here. We got the contract to show it.
We ride.
We ride.
Charlotte plus 6.5 versus Duke, plus 195. Duke is really bad. I gave this game out last year, and Charlotte lost 53-19. I think it's a different story this year. Duke is also has a new offensive coordinator, and Chase Bryce is gone. I think it upsets Bruin. Kansas State minus 3.5. Stanford's win total is 4. This might be the lowest the program's ever been. Maybe David Shaw is just not the guy. He's also not declaring he has a guy at quarterback. I like Kansas State. I also don't think Stanford travels to Texas. It's going to be a pretty pro Kansas State crowd, basically a home game. Kent State, Texas A&M over 67. Kent State had the number one scoring offense last year. I think they can get some garbage points or scare them enough early to keep where it's like 24-14. You're like, all right, and then Texas A&M pours it on. Also in Jimbo's last 5 non-conference openers, he's put up 41, 59, 52, 59, and 37. Nevada plus, what are you giving it out at, 3 or 3.5? Carson Strong's a first-rounder. They got 2 like Hawaiian kids and running backs that bowling balls. They're unbelievable. I'm going with that. Louisiana plus 7.5. We touched on. I have to go against them with Texas. I love the quarterback, Levi Lewis. Fresno State, Oregon under 64. Fresno's best player is their running back. If they get him going, they're going to be running the clock. Oregon's D is also really good. I say under. 64 is a lot, and I hate Anthony Brown, the quarterback. Houston plus 1.5. Tyler, how do you say his name? Shao? Yeah.
Can I just, I want to say something real quick. What is the slogan the kids say? Keep that intensity?
Yeah, keep that
same energy.
Yeah,
Keep that same energy. Like, I love all the notes. That's a guy who earned his salary, and I'm glad we got you. Just when bench mob comes, I want to see you with those same notes. Keep that same energy.
Houston plus 1.5. Yeah, so that kid was from Oregon. He's good, but Clayton Tune threw for 2,000 yards last year. I love Holgerson, and they have a lot of offensive weapons. I actually think Houston can make a run at the conference sneakily at 16-1.
Let's go.
Houston plus 1.5. Bama, I gave these out because they were big games. Bama, Miami over 61.5. Saban kills people early. Bama's going to score. Even as with all the turnover on offense, Bama scores, and Miami has to have some kind of fight to get some points. They can't get killed.
Who's the quarterback in Miami?
Derek King.
Yeah.
From Houston.
Maybe healthy.
I love that guy. But
Okay. Bama's also going to get you 14 points on defense somehow, no matter what. Georgia
Wait, so what is your play there?
over.
Okay.
I'm going to go with the over.
Can I add that to my card?
Georgia.
Can I flip that on my card? I mean, I have to ride.
under.
I
What
had
is
the under.
total? What is it?
61.5.
I had the under, and I'm going to flip it. Let's
We
flip
ride.
it.
Let's
Georgia,
ride.
Clemson.
Let's ride
Let's
around
ride.
here. Let's fucking ride.
Georgia, Clemson. Georgia, Clemson.
Come on, Rico. Give it. Rico, I got it.
I let all the riders down.
No,
Georgia, Clemson.
you didn't.
over
You
50.
made him
down?
proud. You made him proud.
We're riders.
You made him proud.
Wait. Wait.
Come on, I got the contract.
Wait.
Come on.
Did you?
Right here.
Wait. Did you let the riders down because you were stealing from Barstool and you didn't say anything about it?
Possibly.
Not true.
Okay. All right. But
Well,
that
you
would have
were.
been why.
You were.
I
No, I
assume
wasn't.
that's
You were.
why you
No,
were
I
letting
wasn't.
the
You were.
riders down. Because it's doing the right thing when no one's looking, right?
Which he didn't
That's
follow his
day
own
one
creed.
rider
Right.
stuff.
Yep.
Wake Forest minus 31.5 against Old Dominion.
What happened?
I could be misconstruing this, but a contract was presented to Rico with the number on it,
Right.
correct?
Not that we agreed upon.
But whose fault is that?
That's the
Barstool's.
ours.
But the point is,
It's a bank error.
No, but like, all right,
No,
no,
it
no,
wasn't
but
a bank
I
error.
think
You
if it,
provided
I
the
think if
number.
I think if he signed the contract with the number you agreed on, and then the direct deposit said a different number, that's shady. But like,
Yes,
if the
yeah, but
contract that you signed,
that's what happened.
No, it wasn't. No, you're That's the
they
thing.
agreed on a
I
number, but then
understand.
whoever
He
gave
and
him
I
the
agreed on
contract
a
gave him
number. I
bigger
sent
number.
it to finance. They sent the contract to him, and it was a different number. I never knew that.
So the signed contract was a bigger number?
Yeah.
Got it.
That's different than if the
Not really.
If the signed contract was
Hank,
like
we negotiated. If you and I agreed to the number, and then you got a contract that was different, you wouldn't have been like, "Whoa, that's not what he and I talked about."
well, it'd be like tax. I don't know how big a difference it is, but like
What are you
taxes and
taxing? It's
shit,
the
like,
top number.
Taxes have nothing to do with it.
oh yeah. Well, I just get my direct deposit. I don't even.
No,
check
no.
my, like, paycheck.
You got a contract, and I didn't recheck. We agreed on a number. The number showed up as it is. His showed up different.
That's a big time ethical dilemma because I probably wouldn't say shit either.
But you know what?
If the direct
Sometimes
deposit came in
people-
differently, I'd be like, that don't add up. But when I'm presented with a number, like he said, yeah, I mean,
On the contract, you said the number?
Yeah, but you never came to me be like that wasn't what we agreed
because
upon.
I don't
What
know.
I say,
Who would,
I thought you said-
I don't know who would be like, "Hey, this is
Well,
you should pay me less."
Well,
Well,
It's hard- it's hard
it'd
to-
be like thanks.
Yeah, that's fair.
but also
But
crazy
then
that
you could also risk the.
But also
Correct that
crazy
they
to
didn't
do-
know what they were doing. They made
but
a
al-
mistake, and he decided I'm going to roll, keep my mouth shut, and keep the extra money in
No, I
case it was
thought
a
I earned
mistake.
And also
think most
crazy
people
to
would do
do
that,
50 minutes of negotiation, get to the finish line.
Are you
and
done
be
with your
like,
card?
Oh,
No,
actually,
right?
That's a pay cut.
We got to continue with this
yeah, I was
thing.
trying to find the.
Come on now. We're 6 hours in.
Old Dominion's horrible. Houston Wake Forest
Already did
sneakily
that.
has a good offense. 35th in points per game, 25th in pass yards a game. Good running back. I like the quarterback. Wake Forest is going to kill Old Dominion. Boise State +5. UCF sneakily their defense was,
How many times are you going to say sneakily?
because I pay attention, 87th in points per game, 90th against the rush, 120th against pass. Bachmeier went and beat Florida State 2 years ago. I know Florida State stinks, but Boise's proven. Boise plus a number. You take Boise every time. Ohio State both ways, -14.5, and first half -7.5. I think this is the team that wins the national title. I think they're going to hang it on Minnesota. You do not want to be holding Minnesota late when Ohio State puts on the onslaught. Is that everything? Yeah, I got one lock. I'll hold the lock.
All right. Locks?
Okay.
And this will be the pick and parlay. Again, if you haven't deposited, first-time depositors will match up to 100. You put in 100, whatever you deposit, you will get a free pick and parlay of that amount last week. If you put $100 in, you would have made $625 free.
Okay. Dylan. Duke. Aria. Kansas State. Hank.
Whatever Rico has.
Whatever Rico has.
Taking Duke?
UMass Pitt over.
UMass Pitt over. Nice, Liam. Katie Stats.
Louisiana, Texas over.
Oh, add that to my card. Katie Stats.
I also, to Rico's credit, I almost did Bama, Miami over as well for the.
Oh, good thing I flipped.
Ryder.
Nice. All right, add the Texas over to my card. Dylan, I'm gonna need you to text me all of this after because it's like beautiful mind over here. Dave.
UCLA.
Wow. -3. +3. Sorry, +3.
Liam almost switched me that UMass over, but I'm going to stick with UCLA.
All right, so I disagree with you on one pick you had, Dave. I think Arizona might be one of the worst Power 5 teams this year. I'm taking BYU -12.5.
Okay.
Rico.
Arizona's win total is like 2.
They're very bad.
1.5. They're
And
really
I think
bad.
BYU still got grown men.
I didn't have the number actually. Let me look it up right now.
For your mortal lock?
As of last night, it was not available. The first half line was not available. I don't care what it is, blind. I'll take it. Give me 1 second to pull it up.
Bama?
No.
Bama?
Nope.
Alabama?
Nope.
Oh.
Toledo?
Nope. See?
Oh.
What?
We can't joke?
No.
I mean, we
We're
got to
not
get the
friends
show
here?
back together. Those are funny moments. Those are pick 'em
All right.
moments. We're not allowed to joke?
Here we go. Let's see if they put it up.
What the hell's that about? We can't
Still,
talk
all
coin
right,
flips?
it's still not up. I don't really care. If it's anything under 21, Wake Forest first half.
Fuck
Well,
yes.
Old
Same.
Dominion is what?
Whatever it is.
Yeah, the
You
line
can't
is
have this
31 and a
caveat.
half. What?
You can't have this caveat.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, well, you said under 21.
Yeah, under 21 is something where I'm like, love it. If it gets to 21 or over, all right, whatever. I can't imagine the first half line being
It's your mortal luck, regardless of the number.
So
Regardless.
if Barstool Sportsbook posts
regardless.
-45 first half.
No, they won't
Here
do
we go.
that.
Mortal lock is that?
They won't do that.
It's
Within
ads
reason.
2.0.
I'm just
It's
saying,
good.
like that's
Within reason.
okay.
Sounds like the ads.
Wake Forest,
we
35th,
can do a parlay with the first half, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
35th in points per game, 25th in passing yards. We touched on. They got a great running back. Old Dominion did not play last year.
Add it to my card. You said
saw
enough.
how rusty they were. They're going to get killed. Wake Forest, 20 of 22 starters back. Love it. At home, it's been a long time since we had crowd blowouts. At home, first game of the year, get people going. Wake Forest.
I love it. Can we
First
finish
half.
with one?
Let's end it.
Come on.
Rico.
No.
Maybe next week.
Rico,
Rico.
you're right.
Nah.
Come on. You won. You got a contract.
Nah.
Look at me.
Oh.
Maybe next week.
Hey.
Oh.
No, maybe next week.
No.
No, maybe next week.
What about the thing I whispered in your ear?
Yeah, all right.
One time.
We'll see you next week.
Great show. Great show.
Yeah, all right.
Great show.
Okay.
Rico, we will run that weave. You got a contract.